Welcome back, everyone, to Conversation with Marvelous. You know, somebody asked me, Tony, this is getting kind of boring because why is he always on? Okay, here's my thing. Because the show is called Conversation with Marvelous. That's it. Okay, so it's not conversation with pendejo. It's not conversation with Joe. It's conversation with Marvelous. So that's when me and him sit together. It's an open platform, and we talk about whatever. And you guys get to chime in, chat, call in, ask, whatever. So first and foremost, I want to give a shout out once again to the LA Fools. Also want to give a shout out to the IE Fools. And I'm trying to spark it up. The Raider Fools, okay? The Bay Fools. So all you fools, thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, whatever you guys are watching. Much love, much respect to all you guys. If you guys have not seen my little tour of my neighborhood on Hood Vlogs, look me up. Welcome to Wilmington. It's me walking through my whole neighborhood, walking through the Roadium, giving history on that. If you guys haven't checked out our last Freaky Tales with my co-host Marvelous Inc., go check that out, episode 45. If you haven't checked out Calls with the Wizard with Magic Girl, go check that out, okay? Fucking shit's hilarious. There's other more that you guys need to check out. All you got to do is subscribe and go through my page. But anyways, my soul's a little my throat is a little raspy today because I did a lot of yelling today. And I'm not going to get into why, but some people pissed me off. So anyways, without further ado, please allow me to introduce, I'm just going to say my co-host, Marvelous Inc.
What's up, brother? Thank you for having me again. And damn, that one viewer, huh? I didn't know I was that boring. Like,
yeah, yeah, exactly. But you know, it's funny that they all still watch. So, okay, we usually like to go and start off with a trending topic, and the trending topic today is Cain Velasquez. Now, a lot of people may know or may not know who Cain Velasquez is. Do you know a little bit about him?
Yeah, I know a little bit. I know he's a good fighter. I don't know, is he with the MMA or at UFC or what branch or what?
Norbert, do you know?
What? Hey, he's in the UFC?
Yeah.
Who did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Cain Velasquez is UFC.
Okay,
okay,
but I know he's one of those, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, let me give you guys a little bit of background. Cain Velasquez was in jail for 8 months after he allegedly attempted to murder Harry Golarte, a suspected child molester, on February 28th during a high-speed chase and a shooting in Morgan Hill. Velasquez posted bail later that day and was released shortly after midnight Wednesday. So now here's my thing. So he's released now. He supposedly went to jail. Let's talk a little bit about that, Marvelous. What did he go to jail for? I know it says, attempted shooting, but what took place that, do you recall?
What I heard was allegedly,
right, that
there was some guy that was molesting, I guess it was his son, I believe it was. I don't know if I'm getting the whole story straight.
Right.
But he went and I guess supposedly they said there was a shooting involved or whatever, and the wrong guy was shot. Not the guy that molested his son, but the wrong guy or whatever, and he got busted for that.
Okay. So he was pretty much either protecting his son, I believe, from that child molester?
Yeah, man, who wouldn't do that, you know?
Right. And so a lot of people see him somewhat like a vigilante.
Yeah.
Somebody that stood up for what's right. Because look, let's be honest, and I believe I speak for everybody in this room. If we ever saw something like that, we as men need to take initiative, especially when it comes to children, especially, okay? So he goes to jail, and people are saying, free Cain, free Cain, free Cain. He's home now, like you said, he's probably having a good warm meal, enjoying his freedom, and I'm glad for that. Now, do you remember, I believe it was in the 80s, where we were talking about this earlier, where a father lost his son to a karate instructor, or he was kidnapped?
Yeah, he was kidnapped and raped repeatedly through, I don't know, some time period or whatever. And I guess the guy to not face jail time, the karate instructor, he fled. They finally extradited him back to the United States or wherever he was, and the dad was waiting at the airport for them to bring him to the airport, whatever terminal, and he acted like he was on a payphone, turned around and went to the back of his head and just domed him right there in front of everybody.
He domed the guy who was molesting his son.
The guy who was molesting his own son.
And this was his karate instructor?
Yeah, that was the son's karate instructor. And it was a family friend, I guess. He had trusted him, this man with a lot of,
you know, okay. Now it almost seems like they're trying to pass laws, and correct me if I'm wrong, maybe you could look this up, Norbert, on people, that it's almost like that it's a brain thing, that like if you like little kids,
Yeah.
that like there shouldn't be anything wrong with it.
Right.
You know, okay, that's what I don't understand. I did a DJ gig in Colorado, Denver, Colorado. Anybody in Denver that knows about this law, when we open up this phone line, please call in and correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, out here, you know, in LA, sometimes when we come from a club, from a restaurant, and there's no bathroom, sometimes we just pull over on the freeway, take a piss. That's what us men do. Okay. I had just finished DJing, and I was drinking some beers. Now I'm in Denver, Colorado. Now we got about a 45-minute drive to his house. And I said, "Bro, pull over. I got to take a piss, bro. I got to take a piss." And he was like, "Fuck no." And he was very, very adamant in getting me home that he was not going to stop. And I just told him, "Bro, just pull over. I got to take a piss." And he said, "Bro, you don't understand what goes on here." Whatever, bro. I was pissed off. So when he got home, I took a piss, and I started talking to him. And here's what he said. "Bro, if you're taking a piss and a cop pulls you over," he said, not only is that indecent exposure, he said, "but you will get arrested." He said, "for you will have to register yourself as a sex offender."
Yep.
And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Yes, you will have to register yourself as a sex offender for taking a fucking piss."
Yeah.
Okay, now, here's the part that a lot of people don't know. One of his buddies, his daughter was 14 years old. She was talking to a guy that was 28. And when he tried to go to the police that this guy is pretty much dating a 14-year-old, the police told him, "Here, if you're 14 years old, you can date whoever you want." See, here in California, it's 18 and over.
Yeah.
It's 18 and over. But over there, it's 14 and over. Okay? If that's true, what they told me, what they're doing is pretty much legalizing pedophilia.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So you got a lot of these guys that are being protected for being fucking pedophiles. You know, so that's what I don't understand. You look at a lot of pedophiles, and let's just be honest. I know we're going to start off hot, so let's start off hot. A lot of pedophiles go and hide behind the priesthood. How many priests have you ever heard growing up molested kids?
Gang. There's been a gang, a whole indictment against the Vatican. And not only did they not fire these individuals from being a priest, all they did was transfer them out to other churches.
Yeah. That's all they would do, just change the parish. You know, go.
Even one dude that infected, I think over 80 kids with AIDS. He had full-blown AIDS, and he was infecting a gang of kids.
And this was a priest.
This was a priest.
A man of the cloth.
Yep.
It's unbelievable. So now back to Cain. All he was doing, from what we understand, and you guys who have something to say about that, call in when we open up the phone lines. All he was doing was protecting his son.
Yeah.
Do you think somebody like that should be protected by the law, or at least where the judge should be at least a little bit lenient, knowing that he is protecting his son that possibly can't protect himself?
Most definitely, he should be protected. And I mean, I think people should get together and sign a petition or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the dude that was given an outrageous amount of time, the truck driver that got, what was it, 100 years or something like that, or 110 years?
I think that was in Colorado.
Yeah, and everybody got together, millions of people, you know, and signed that petition to help him out. And the judge reduced the charges. Like, I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. But now, once again, if I'm wrong, please correct me, okay? But please correct me with proof. Don't just say that's not true. That doesn't happen here in Colorado. But yeah, the police department couldn't do anything because she was of age. She was 14. Now, let's be honest. What does a 14-year-old girl know?
Not much. They say the average human being, their brain doesn't start to develop until after the age of 24.
Okay. See, and I had heard 21. Okay. So we're looking at around the same range.
Right.
Okay. You look at the land of Israel. You cannot join the military in Israel till you're 21. See, here we straight out of high school, your parents can sign and you can leave. Okay.
Yeah.
Over there till you're 21. I did my research and they said because there's something in the brain that's not fully developed until you're about the age of 21. That's what they would consider you're now accountable. You're at the age of accountability.
Right.
So here we just, let's be honest, during the Vietnam War, they were just drafting and sending kids out, bro. Throwing them in the fucking front line. Blacks, Latinos.
Yep.
You know, just fucking throwing them out there.
Yep.
And meanwhile, people like this guy that supposedly molested his son, from what we know, did he ever get arrested?
I don't know, bro.
Because everybody just talks about Kane. Nobody talks about that guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Norbert, when you get a chance, find out if that guy ever got arrested and let us know. You got your mic over there, right, Alex? Okay. Now, I don't know why this topic has been trending as well. And I don't want to make a big deal about it, but somebody asked, what do you guys think about SPM? Well, what we think is what has already happened. He got convicted. He got 45 years, okay? A lot of people still want to argue, where's the proof? Where's the proof? Well, the proof is that he's in jail. You know, there were witnesses.
Right.
You know, there were multiple accounts.
But the proof is, Tony, sorry to cut you off, homie.
Go ahead.
But the proof is with his self-admittance of being with an underage woman, or girl, I mean, and dropping her off at a middle school. He said,
Picking her up,
she
dropping her
lied
off.
to me, dropping me off. Oh, I didn't know her, whatever. But you're dropping her off at a middle school. What the fuck are you thinking?
Right.
Like, that's already just, like, what are you thinking? She's not a teacher there.
Right. Supposedly, the one that he got, that's the one he got pregnant, I believe,
Right,
a
right.
13-year-old girl.
Yeah, but there was a younger girl than that.
Right. That's what I'm going to get to. That's what he got convicted of. The 13-year-old girl, he ended up getting pregnant. He ended up having a kid. Nobody's making that up. That's facts.
Right, right.
The one that he got convicted of, supposedly that he ate out a 9-year-old girl.
Fuck.
Okay. And supposedly, again, maybe I might got it wrong. I'm not trying to piss anybody off, but this is what the paperwork said,
Right.
that he got arrested, and even the father of that boy testified like against them and confronting him like, you're supposed to be my friend type of shit.
Yeah.
Okay. What I don't understand, because like the guy's been locked up for like maybe 24 years, 22 years, somewhere around there. Okay. I don't understand why that's still a trending topic today. I mean, the guy's already busted. He's already convicted.
It's because he's behind bars and he's still trying to be relevant. He tried to be relevant by creating a bud company, by selling bud. Then he tried to be relevant with having his new wife or whatever she is to him be a rapper, writing rhymes for her or ghost writing for her supposedly, and still trying to be relevant to like I guess not that X-Rated has anything to do with it, but
Right.
X-Rated stayed in the light. He was making raps behind bars, and I guess he feels that he could do the same thing, or he's trying to do the same thing, and it's like, man, fool, you got a whole fucking different case, homeboy. Like you're not part of the fucking the masses anymore,
Yeah. You know, one of the guys that I know, he's from Texas. He's from Texas. I won't mention his name, or maybe I can mention his name. But he interviewed SPM. He's not from Cali, so he doesn't live by the rules, if you will.
Right.
Different rules out there.
Right.
So he interviewed SPM via a phone call.
That was the one where he recorded the phone call recently? Is that the one?
Yeah. But SPM knew that it was a phone call.
Right.
So he said, I immediately went, if you will, for the throat. About these allegations. How do you address your fans that believe you? How do you address them knowing you got convicted? Can you give us, shed a little bit of light, like tell them why you're innocent, because you're claiming you're innocent.
Right.
Well, I heard the interview, and he went around the entire fucking question. He just said that he was the best storyteller out there. Nobody can hang with him other than maybe Eminem. Eminem's the only storyteller out there. You have to be creative to do what he did. Like, he just dodged it. He just dodged the whole thing. He said, by the time I got to my second question, he said, I knew that I was never going to get anything out of it. Anything. All he kept wanting to talk about was his music.
Straight narcissistic.
Yeah, so he said this. The interview, I told him it was going to be an hour and a half. He goes, I just cut it for like maybe 45 minutes because the guy was a fucking egotistical maniac. He said the guy has never been rehabilitated. He's still full of himself. Now, this is a guy from Texas telling me this.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the interview is on YouTube. Anybody can go listen to it.
Right.
But if you hear it, you would be like, this guy didn't learn shit. You would tend to think, okay, you got convicted. Bro, at least humble your fucking self, bro. You literally got convicted. Humble yourself, okay? Let's just say even if it wasn't true, but I would still be fighting, okay? If you were to ask me, Tony, you know what? you were convicted. Well, I was fucking wrongfully convicted, and I could tell you why. And you would know, Marvis, by the way I answer, if I'm lying to you or not. Okay? He had opportunities to answer, and he couldn't.
Right.
So...
And to have decades of time to fucking at least come up with a fucking a feasible lie or some shit. Like, he hasn't even came up with that shit, bro.
No, nothing. Okay, now let me answer this. And this is a question that nobody really ever asks themselves. People, I've had people from Texas here that have said, you know what, when he comes out, he's still going to blow up. He's still going to be the biggest thing in Texas.
And that's what's fucked up about today, bro. You could be a fucking rat. You could be anything you want to do and still be fucking idolized as somebody.
Yeah. Okay, now... do you think that he would be able to come to LA and perform and stay safe?
Fuck no.
No, huh? You know, and that's just the way we're not saying that, but that's just the way the streets are, bro.
Right. He's a trophy. You know, he's a trophy.
Yeah. Now, how would you feel about artists? Because again, I've been asked, would you interview him? And I said no. I've clearly said no. How do you feel about artists that would say something like, well, I don't know what he did, bro. That's on him. Yeah. He did the time. Right. You know, he did the crime. He did the time. I'm just doing music with him. Right. How do you feel about a person like that?
I think that they have a fucked up moral system, and that speaks strongly of their character and who they are as a person. If they're willing to let that shit bypass their moral system or their fucking code, or even a code of the streets that they say that they live by, like people from other states or whatever, that you know, they don't have the same structure as the California car or any of that. It's you need to have that. You need to have that structure. Yeah. It shows who you are, how you were raised, homie. I can't trust my fucking kids around you. I'm not gonna leave my lady around you, or none of that shit. I don't trust you in my home. I don't want you nowhere in or around me, bro. Like, nowhere around me, homie. Like, get the fuck on. But people are willing to let it go. It didn't happen to me. I wasn't there. Like,
yeah. Or you still have people, sad to say it, I know some people probably getting upset. Yeah. They still say, where's the proof? Where's the evidence? You know, I'll leave it at that. But like I said, and I'm going to reiterate that again, I couldn't interview a guy like that. I couldn't interview a Tekashi 6ix9ine. I just couldn't do that, you know. I might as well, if I'm locked up, say that Jeffrey Dahmer's still alive, say I'm his bunkie. Well, you know what, Marvelous? He's cool with me. I mean, he never ate me. You know, I mean, seems like a cool guy. I mean,
yeah. He repented.
Yeah, we shouldn't judge.
That's crazy.
You know, he was baptized.
I hate that when people say we shouldn't judge. How do you think other people are corrected? If you don't judge them, how you think they're going to find correction in themselves or gain any wisdom?
And you know what? Let's talk a little bit about that word, because Tupac raised an entire generation to say, only God can judge me. In other words, don't tell me what I'm doing is wrong. Just let me sin in peace. Okay? Only God. Don't tell me nothing. I'm wrong, but only God can judge me. Okay? Well, you are going to be judged. Okay? Now, my thing is this, that when you judge somebody, you are pretty much differentiating right from wrong. That's wrong, bro. That's wrong. Okay? We're not damning and condemning anybody. We don't have the power to do that, but we do. We can tell somebody that's wrong. Quick story, Marvelous, and this is King David. King David was the second king of Israel. It was King Saul first, King David, and then King Solomon over Israel united before they split. Now, King David had a man killed named Uriah because he wanted his wife. He was sleeping with his wife. People say, you know, her name was Bathsheba. Actually, Bathsheba just means daughter of Sheba. But so he was sleeping with his wife. He calls the man in because he had gotten that lady pregnant. Okay, we know the story. So he calls the man in from war. This man was out there fighting for King David. King David, who happens to be a man of God, a man after God's own heart. I'll explain that too. Comes in, King David gets him drunk, says, go home, never mind the war, sleep with your wife, to blame the pregnancy on him. David wakes up and finds that man sleeping outside. He said, how can I go and enjoy the comfort of my wife when my men are out there fighting? He was that faithful to King David. He invited him again. Go home, sleep with your wife. You know, they ate, drink, whatever. How can I go and enjoy the comfort of my wife when my men are out there? So you know what he did? He wrote his own death certificate. He rolled it up and he gave it to Uriah and he says, give it to your commander. Put Uriah in front of the line to have him killed. This guy was taking his own death certificate. So he was killed. Almost 9 months later, David's thinking, I got away. Nobody knows that I got that girl pregnant, her husband's dead, I'm good. Here comes the prophet Nathan. And he walks in and he tells him a story. And he said, there was a man, he said, that had a sheep. He only had one sheep. He took care of this sheep. You know, this sheep ate from his bowl. He loved this sheep. This man would have done anything for this sheep. He goes, and then a rich man comes along and he takes that sheep away from him and he kills that sheep. And David, being a shepherd growing up, said, who is this man who did that? Because he deserves death. That's what King David said. And the prophet Nathan said, that man is you. What a powerful story.
Yeah, bro.
Okay. Then King David falls on his face. And you know what he said? What people lack today, the fear of God. He said, is God going to kill me? That's what he said. And he fell on his face and he repented. That's why it means he's a man after God's own heart, because when he realized and he was confronted about being wrong, he repented. Okay, now, you notice one thing David didn't say? Nathan, who are you to judge? Only God can judge me.
Only God can judge me. The song wasn't out yet.
Yeah. See, but that's what we get today from this generation. Only God can judge me.
Yep.
There's no more fear of God anymore in the streets, bro. That's why the streets are running rapid with motherfuckers killing each other.
Yep.
You know, and one day you're going to have to stand before your maker and give an account, whether it's good or whether it's bad. So, any thoughts on that?
You're a good storyteller.
I try to be. You know, I'm just glad that people tune in, because if it wasn't for them, we would just be talking to the air.
Except for that one guy that thinks I'm boring.
Well, he actually said the same thing about me, you know.
But you are boring. I'm not. I'm just playing on me.
Very true.
Just playing.
Okay, really quick, let's talk a little bit about something, because today you shared that you saw an unidentified flying object.
Yeah, bro, that's trippy, bro. Marvin's fucking smoking that skante. Or my fucking whatever the fuck. Nah, for real shit. I don't believe in UFOs, and I still think it was a fucking it was a military aircraft, you know. But I did see it. It was fucking crazy. You know, I'm outside on the phone. And I'm looking up at the clouds. It was a beautiful day today.
Right.
Nice fucking
good
air.
day.
Yeah, it was a nice day. You know, and I see this silver ass orb going to the fucking cloud. I'm like, I'm trying to hang up on the phone. I'm like, hey homie, I need to record this shit. And it went into the fucking cloud and it didn't come out the other side. I was like, oh shit, that shit is fucking crazy. You know?
If you were to have to like guess, what do you think shit like that is? Do you think it's just an experiment that they're just seeing how they can fly these things? Because I don't think it's coming from outer space.
No.
I think it's coming from us.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, definitely it's military aircraft. I know that. But I don't think that they're experimenting anything. I think they've been here for centuries, bro. You know, the technology prior after they call it the mud flood or whatever, if people want to search up what I'm talking about, the mud flood, it's a lot to expound on. But it's supposedly a whole civilization of people that was, you know, being covered with fucking just buried over cities, everything, traditions and stuff like that, and they start all over or whatever.
Wow. Have you ever heard of the city of Pompeii?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember, supposedly they didn't get no warning. Supposedly a volcano just blew up and then fucking covered the entire city.
Right.
I went to go see exhibits of that. They actually brought some of the people that were just fucking.
That's what I was gonna say. Is that the one where they have that like the woman and like still like
yes. They had no prior warning. Okay, now you look at the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, almost similar. Except that one said fire from the sky. It could have been a volcano. Then here the fire coming down. Okay, but Sodom and Gomorrah was a city that no longer exists, and it was destroyed just like Pompeii. Sodom and Gomorrah first, then Pompeii. But Sodom and Gomorrah, obviously, according to the Bible, it was a homosexual city.
Right.
Actually, if you read in the book of Ezekiel, it gives you 2 other cities that were involved. It was Sodom, Gomorrah, Edma, and Zeboim. So you guys go look up those 4 cities that were destroyed. There was 4 cities. And what happened was, if you remember, these angels came to visit Lot and his family. And they look human. That's the crazy part. So that tells me, if that story is true, that it's possible that angels can take on human form. Okay? But here's my question to you. Do you think that it is possible, since demons are fallen angels,
right,
can they possibly take on human form?
Yeah, I believe they could.
Okay. And so remember, these men went to Lot's house, and then it said that the men and the young men of the cities surrounded this house, and they were knocking on the door. And what did they want? Do you recall?
What do they want with the family?
Yeah, with the family. They were pretty much telling the Lot, bring those 2 men out here. We want them. They wanted to rape those men.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they said no. They held their mud, right?
Right. So they said, no, you can't. He even went as far as saying, I have 2 daughters that have never known a man. Take them. And, but do not touch these men, because Lot knew who these men were. So they said, get away from the door, or we will do you worse than what we're going to do them.
And that's happening today, bro.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
And I want you to speak on that.
We're the minority, bro.
Yes.
The fucking straight men are minority today, bro.
So the angel told Lot to back up, and he struck them all with blindness. Here's what got me. Not that they were struck with blindness, but those men were so consumed with that lifestyle.
Right.
It said that these men were still looking for the door. Because they were blinded, and they were still looking for these men.
Damn.
So he tells Lot and his wife and his 2 daughters to run, don't look back, because they're going to destroy these cities.
Right.
Okay. And so now we move up. Okay. Because the reason why I'm bringing this up is because somebody asked me today on my DM, where do you believe we will be 40 years from now? And I said this. I don't believe we'll be here 40 years from now.
Right.
Okay. Can you elaborate a little bit more today? That's what he asked me. So that's where I'm going with this. Matthew 24, Luke 21, and Mark 13, the Olivet Discourse, where they asked Jesus the signs of his coming, or right before, the last days, in other words. And he always referred to the beginning. As it was in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah, so would it be. Are we there yet?
We're here.
Okay. So it's safe to say that history repeats itself.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, talk a little bit about that, man. You say we're here. Have rights been taken away from us where, like, now we have to be tolerant and accept another person's lifestyle because we're the minority?
So the first thing that we need to fucking get behind us or whatever, and a lot of people have a hard time accepting this, is that we don't have no rights. We don't. We have no rights. The moment that our parents signed that birth certificate and signed our bond order over to the federal government and relinquished their rights as literal parents of this body and flesh, the rights were lost, bro. You if you don't get a child's immunization shots, you'll be put into jail, for not abiding by the accordance of the law that is before you. So what does that say? You can't do what you want. You can't go have a child outside of a hospital without a birth certificate, because then that child won't be identified as being somebody of that land or whatever. So then the child is gonna be permanently housed in a facility,
right,
or like essentially a FEMA camp, Right. So what do you do? Does that say that we live in a free country? We don't.
Right.
It's free manipulation of freedom. Yeah, but
right.
It's not. We're not in a free country, bro.
Today, and I'm not saying this in a negative way, but I would like to believe that I still have some type of freedom of speech. Okay, I would like to believe that, because today, if you say something wrong against someone, you could be canceled right away,
or even text.
Yeah. Here is the Hollywood setup question if you ever want to ruin an actor or an athlete or a famous person's career. Here's the question. Say your name is John Cocktoastin. Okay, I just made that name up. Mr. John Cocktoastin. Yeah, your movie's great. Yeah, thank you. The people are applauding and everything.
Yeah.
Great action movie. How do you feel about same-sex marriage?
Oh, shit.
That's the setup question right there.
Yep.
That could ruin a person's career.
Yep.
Because if he stands by his morals, he's wrong in the public's eye.
Yep.
If he says, well, I believe in traditional marriage, that motherfucker could most likely be canceled because he will be called homophobe. Now, I know gay people, okay? There's some that I consider friends. And when we talk, we don't ever talk about their gayness. He's just another man, okay? He respects me for that. But he himself has even told me it's true. We live in a time where you can't say nothing about us anymore. You know, he goes, you know, do I like that? No, because it's unfair, because I have friends that have gotten arrested for saying things about gay people.
Yeah.
You know, so is that one of the ways how our freedom is taken away as well, where we can't really speak out anymore?
Shit, I think a lot of ways, bro. But yeah, most definitely our supposed freedom of speech. We don't got no freedom of speech, bro.
Okay.
We don't.
Okay. All right. Now, and believe me, I hate to even be talking like that, because I don't want people to think I'm walking on eggshells. But if somebody were to ask me, you know, do you agree with the homosexual lifestyle?
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's another setup question. Mm-hmm. That's a setup question. Why don't you ever ask me, do you agree with the prostitute lifestyle? Why don't you ever ask me, do you agree with the drug dealing lifestyle? Mm. Do you agree with, you know, whatever, you know, with the gangbanger lifestyle? Mm-hmm. But they always go for these trending topics that they know can get you fucking canceled if you don't side with them. Mm-hmm. How many people, actors, politicians have compromised?
Gang of them, all of them. Or apologize after they said they weren't going to apologize.
Yeah, yeah. I remember when Obama was in office. Were you Obama supporter?
Nope.
Okay. Obama was in office, and for 4 years. Mm-hmm. His second term, you know what he went after? Let's just be real, the gay vote. Mm-hmm. He started supporting, you know, homosexuality. Mm-hmm. If that's what he believes, that's fine, you know. But I noticed that my whole point of sharing that's where these politicians bend over. They compromise. Literally bend over. Yeah. You know, and that's my thing, that I almost feel like you can't even be you anymore. Mm-mm. Do you think that's part of the reason why maybe Trump was hated so much?
I mean, you know what? I can't side with any presidency, bro, because I don't believe in none of them. But even when people say, oh, you know, Trump is exposing this and exposing that, nah, every president that's in office is doing what he's supposed to be doing. It's all fucking orchestrated. They all have a script, bro. They never make no real decision, whether Trump is an ignorant fucking man or not, or he says different shit that's out of line or not, or he's racist or not. It doesn't really matter. None of that is going to pertain to him making an actual decision for the country.
Do you think the election is rigged, or do you think it's real?
Yeah, fuck yeah, it's rigged. It's all fixed. Yeah.
Okay, if Trump decides to run 2024, he says he is. Mm-hmm. Do you think he'll win?
I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Whoever they want in office is going to win. It's been proven that all the presidents, whether it's some way, shape, or form, are all related. All of them. They're all related, bro.
Wow.
That sounds crazy, right? But it's proven fact.
Wow. Any other trending topics that you may know before we get to the questions?
Yeah, there's a gang of trending, but then again, I'm sure you don't want to be like every other fucking podcast piggybacking off of that bullshit.
Oh my God. But you know what? Before we get to our topic, let's talk a little bit about that.
Bags.
Man. Okay.
People love cheese, man.
See, okay. Say you're a podcaster and you want 100,000 views, 70K views, 80K views. I'm going to give you guys, it's not even a secret. Mm-hmm. Because people are doing it now and are capitalizing off of it.
Yep.
Okay. Especially Raza podcasting that I've been seeing.
Reaction.
Not only reaction videos.
A reaction to my reaction.
Yeah. All they're doing is coming out. This was my reaction on why fucking Benjamin Netanyahu eat a fucking corn dog and they give him chorro. You know, here's my reaction to Swifty Blue. And I have nothing against these artists. I'm just giving you an example. Mm-hmm. Instead of feeding the next generation, instead of informing them, instead of blessing them with wisdom and knowledge, you know, we just talk about, you know, how, you know, some fucking fat girl got a tattoo on her fucking forehead of Drake. And here's my reaction to that tattoo. Mm-hmm. You know, what are we doing for the next generation, man? Mm-hmm. You know, and I was sharing this with you earlier. I get DMs where people tell me, last time you and Marvelous got together, you guys were talking about prayer. Show me how to pray.
Wow.
Another one said, how do I start my prayers? How do I end my prayers? Tony, what books did you read about ancient history? I'm interested.
Beautiful.
Tony, what Bible should I get? The 1611? I heard you talk about the New King James. Those are the questions that we get. You and Marvelous talk about. You and Marvelous talk about, okay?
Fruitful seeds, bro. You're a fruitful tree. A lot of there's this one podcaster that had said talking shit one day. He said I'm doing more for the raza. What are you doing for the raza? Like, I'm fucking showing you that you could live longer.
Yeah.
Like, I'm showing you these laws that they fucking passed that are gonna destroy you. You know, what the fuck are you really doing?
You know, let me say this. And to all you podcasters that are listening, if you're giving reaction videos on people you never even met or even talked to, you have really no fucking business giving your fucking input. 'Cause I'm going to say, who in the fuck are you to say this is my reaction?
You know what's sad though, bro? Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, Tony, but you know what's sad too? All the fan base that is behind these podcasters, right? They inherit or feel the need to inherit that person's so-called beef. Like if they're going at it with another person on YouTube or whatever, and now all those people in that comment section are saying, yeah, fuck that dude, or fuck that
Yes.
person. Like, that is the most ignorant thing for you to fucking be cheerleading for someone you don't know, the other person you definitely don't know, and inheriting a so-called fucking beef. That speaks a lot about your character and growth as a real fucking man, you know, and who you are.
You know, it's sad that today a person can make a video accusing someone of something. And by the Instagram and YouTube court, you could be found guilty by fans.
Yeah.
Because why would she lie?
Oh.
You know, you remember the wig lady who came against me, okay? She made a YouTube video, crocodile tears, okay? So many people came against me that never even met me. I was found guilty by the Instagram and YouTube court, okay? And then I came out victorious.
People shouldn't get involved in shit that doesn't pertain to them, bro, you know?
Thank you. So now we have people, now, okay, say I want thousands of views. I want millions of views. I mean, if this is what you're into, then go ahead and do it. But I do want to say that you are not benefiting the raza. They are not benefiting from your words. They are not.
That's why I said, bro, you know, on one of the I think it was the conversations with me, right?
Yeah.
Look at who you're idolizing on these podcasts, or when you subscribe to a YouTube channel. What are you fucking benefiting? I know that people need to consume their time with something while they're at work or whatever the fuck, or they get bored or they're idle minded or whatever. But there's other ways, homie. Like fucking read a book, feed your mind something good, you know, some nourishment, not all this fucking bullshit. Because then what are you teaching yourself? What are you gonna go home and teach your kids about what you heard, the gossip that you heard today?
Right.
Who's fucking busted? Who's pregnant? Who
Right.
got shot? Who whatever the fuck?
Right.
Like nothing beneficial, bro, to you. You're a weed
Yeah.
amongst the forest, bro. Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, you know, I can sit here and make a video and clickbait. Okay, here's the clickbait. And here's what it says on the flyer. Tony reveals the truth of his fallout with Night Owl.
Exposed.
Yeah, okay. Tony talks his last conversation that he had with royalty. Tony explains about the fight that never happened between him, royalty, and Night Owl. You know, Tony, I'm not going to do that, bro. I'm not going to do that. And me da coraje, bro, when I see our gente get on YouTube and say, oh, fuck, that guy's talking cheese, man. That's what people want to hear.
Or the ones that's worse, actually, even than the people talking shit, are the ones running back and forth and not getting paid to be a mailman, but delivering these messages. Hey, look at, did you hear what he said about you on his podcast? Did you hear? Oh, fast forwarded to this fucking time or whatever the fuck. Like, damn, homie, tell me what you said to defend me since you're calling I'm your friend or something.
Right.
Like, did you say something to back me up?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? It's sad, bro.
I'm going to say, if you're not benefiting with wisdom and knowledge and growing and moving forward out of these podcasts, honestly, don't support them anymore.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. I'm just tired that we have become the podcasting chisme. My reaction to this. The first time I farted in the hole. The first time I met the warden. Anyway, let's move on. I think they kind of like got the message. All I'm saying is this: would you want your kids listening to those podcasts?
No.
No, there's nothing beneficial. Tony hated on podcasts. No, I'm just stating facts, bro. You can't grow from there. First question: how was your guys' experience during the 1994 Northridge quake? And are you prepared for the big one? I remember, I'm not gonna lie to you, it knocked me off my motherfucking bed. I was living in my apartment by the beach, and my kids were with me. They were small. I got up and I grabbed both of them and I stood in the doorway. That's all I could do. But it was terrible. The sound of it was terrible because it literally felt like somebody around my apartment had sledgehammers and was hitting my walls.
Yeah.
Bah, 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 bah. And then there's one apartment across from me. You could hear the apartment settling in.
Yeah.
You're like, this motherfucker's about to roll through. How old were you at 1994?
Fuck,
And do you remember?
Yeah, I was 12 years old. I was playing Super Street Fighter. I remember that shit. And that earthquake was like the biggest, I guess, in my life span. I've always been felt some type of way on parking under parking structures at malls and shit.
Right.
Like, because I seen all those motherfuckers collapse, bro, and all those people being trapped in there.
Yeah.
That shit was messed up, man. So I've always I don't want to park under there. I'd rather park in the street, homie. Like, I'll pay fucking money to pay to park out there.
And are you prepared for the big one? Do you think, somebody asked me this, can earthquakes be man-made or those are natural?
I think they're man-made.
Really?
Definitely.
Wow. Okay.
Even volcanoes. Remind me after, and I can share it with you.
Okay. Question for Tony and Marvelous. What's your favorite? What's your guys' favorite or some of your favorite movies? Much love and respect from Central Valley, California. What's some of your guys' favorite movies? I'll give you my three, and I posted them up yesterday. This is in no order, but this is the first three that come to my mind. Gladiator with Russell Crowe. Carlitos Way with Al Pacino. One of my fucking favorites.
What about the new Carlitos Way? I mean, the one they made after that.
I didn't like it.
Nah?
Because they had Puff Daddy. He was in it. Yeah, he was in it.
Oh, shit. I don't remember that shit.
So he was in it. And then my third one is the movie called The Pianist. Have you ever seen that one? That movie? The guy's last name is Brody, some Jewish guy. But it's almost like watching Schindler's List. Have you ever seen Schindler's List?
My grandpa forced me, not to force me to watch it, but I remember dragging me with him to the theater to go watch that movie. And I was too little, bro. And I had to walk out because it was too graphic for me. Like, I didn't want to see that shit.
This was a lot like it, okay? Yeah. He goes underground because obviously the Germans are killing the Jewish people, okay? And this guy, he was a beautiful piano player.
Right.
Like, that was his gift.
Right.
Well, he's living underground. He's eating whatever he can off the ground or whatever. One day he walks into like an abandoned building and he sees a piano, okay? And he sits next to it and he's lost so much fucking weight, that he just starts playing it on top of, like, he doesn't actually touch the keys.
Yeah.
He has his fingers because he can't make no noise. So he's playing and you can start hearing the music in his head. When he opens up his eyes, there's a fucking German dude standing right next to him. And that German guy plays piano. So he looks at him and he tells him, play. Play. German guy doesn't know him. He just thinks, I got caught, I'm going to die. And the guy starts playing a fucking beautiful song, bro. And it made the German guy tear up that this guy was truly, truly talented. The German guy pretty much told him, we're going to be moving on, took off his jacket and fucking gave him his German jacket so that he could be worn. Yeah, bro. And then it's just a beautiful story.
Is that supposed to be a true story or what?
No. Well, the events were supposed to be true, but as far as the piano, no. But The Pianist. So once again, Gladiator, Carlitos Way, and The Pianist. What are yours, if any?
So I don't think it's you would have to ask me as a child and then as an adult. So I mean,
Okay.
I'll answer as a young, whatever, teenager. Mac and Me, Howard the Duck. Remember Howard the Duck?
Of course.
And Warriors.
Fucking love the Warriors.
Yeah, that was the shit.
Okay. Anything as an adult now?
Fuck. Not Pootie Tang. Yeah, right. Fool. Damn. I have a lot of favorite movies, bro.
Just give us two. Give us two then.
Fucking Scarface, all the old ones, all the oldies, you know, the oldies but goodies.
American
the Nah, not really, not really. It was a trippy movie, but it was never really one of my favorites. I'd rather watch Blood In, Blood Out. Yeah, bro. I mean, Scarface, fucking Carlitos Way, Donnie Brasco, Bronx Tale.
Bronx Tale was a good
Yeah.
one too. Okay. Another one, much respect from Glendale, Arizona. The other day, Marvelous, you mentioned some stuff on Nipsey Hussle's passing. Can you touch on that again, and where can I look it up?
What part was he talking about? If you're talking about the sacrificial part to Horus, where they sacrifice,
Yeah.
you could look up that whole. It's on YouTube. Look up the, what do you call it? After they had it was a service or ceremony for
Yeah,
Nipsey.
yeah.
If you want the breakdown, I'll send you the video of the breakdown, bro. DM me on my Instagram and I'll send you the actual video of the breakdown of the sacrifice that they did, the libations that they gave. It's called offerings to their deity or their god, their Egyptian god. Yeah, I'll have to send you the video. It's a whole fucking breakdown. I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. The other question is a question for Marvelous. Do you have any history on our ancestors involving stretched earlobes?
Oh, okay. So he's talking about these. Yes.
What does that mean? Say somebody off the street walks up to you and goes, "Why do you have that?" And he's asking because he really wants to know, not just to ask a stupid question.
Right. Okay, so it would have to do with our becoming of a man.
Okay.
And our vision through source. So different, like the Maya or the Mexica, they would use different. It was also how do you say it? Your status within your village. Okay. Like if only royalty would wear jade. Jade was considered more what do you call it? Stronger than iron. So they would use jade. Also, if you were in the military, you would wear certain like gold, different ones. So the stretching of your ear, that's where that comes from, bro. Like it's a status symbol too.
How long have you had them?
I've had mine since 2007, I think, bro. I think around 2007, yeah.
Because for a while, it wasn't what you wear it for. It was just a style.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people that just had them because it was
right.
It was
right.
Okay. And is it safe to say, don't wear them if you don't know what they are?
Or at least ask. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, after when I got them, I first did them. To be honest, I didn't know every fucking thing, bro. You know, I didn't know a lot about it. I've learned a lot of shit by sitting my ass still and not watching fucking football or nothing, and actually getting into a fucking book or a documentary about some shit, or asking some of my friends that live on reservations, you know, the meanings of things and rituals or prayer or just anything, bro. Like, I want to know. If I could get the actual person to tell me, or a tribal member, like from the Lakota or whatever, then I'd rather hear it from them, bro. It's called an oral tradition, which you learn. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Another one put, hell yeah, best dynamic duo, best duo ever. I appreciate, there's people that do the hate and there's people that do the love. Okay, first question for Tony. Would it be possible to have a show solely on biblical prophecy and scripture, seeing that you and Marvelous are so knowledgeable on this topic?
That'd be dope.
I would like to. Okay, here's my thing. Yes, I would like to, definitely. My thing is this, that the last thing that I want people to do is say something like, oh, this turned into a Bible study or this has turned into a religious show. We need to get the whole religious thing out. We're not trying to convert anybody. Mm-hmm. It's a topic that people are asking for. Mm-hmm. We're just discussing a topic. Mm-hmm. That's the way you got to look at it, okay? Second question for El Maravilloso. Okay, what's your input with Cain Velasquez being released from jail finally? Meanwhile, the pedophile wasn't even put in custody at all. Shout out to the whole crew for making this possible. Gracias. Kind of already touched a little bit.
Damn, so they didn't bust that vato.
I guess not.
Damn.
Did you ever find out, Norbert?
Oh, yeah.
So, no, we'll read it.
Yeah.
This is on the guy. Did he ever, Cain Velasquez, the guy that he went after, did they ever arrest him? So.
Yeah, it says right here that alleged shooter shooting target. Harry, what was the name? Henry something.
I don't know, whatever. The chomo.
Yeah, he's because the guy's suing him. He's being sued over molestation allegations. That's the reason. Over a lawsuit over molestation allegations.
Damn. Well, I'm glad Kane's out. I
Yeah,
hope he stays out. I hope he's eating real fucking good right now.
Exactly. Okay. Here's another one. What are your thoughts on the? And I don't know how. Cosmonauts. Mm-hmm. Okay. What are your thoughts on the cosmonauts' account of seeing 80-meter tall winged humanoids? Shared similarities to Enoch's accounts of the Watchers, the Second Age super warriors in the Mahabharata, and the Hounds of Chulaion. I can't pronounce some of those words.
All right, so I don't believe in none of that cosmonaut shit. Whether they're associating their what they're seeing or whatever with our ancient history,
Right.
Then that's just another way to mix a little bit of truth with their lies to make the lie even better. So I don't believe in none of that shit. Space. If anybody asks about space or any questions pertaining to that, you already know my stance on the firmament and the flat Earth, and clown all you want or whatever, or educate yourself.
Okay. Peace. This is Aztec Speech from Georgia, and this question is for Tony. Are you planning on releasing more Roadium? Damn, I thought it was going to come with a deep-ass question. A guy named Aztec Speech asking me about mixtapes, but I'm going to answer it. Tony, are you planning on releasing more Roadium mixtapes from back in the day? I really like the You Got Ganked, hell yeah, tape, and would love to have it as a hard copy piece. Okay, yes. Here's my crazy part, okay? The crazy story about that. We were transferring everything from the original cassettes to digital, and we were cleaning them up.
Yeah,
So-
how do you do that shit? You have like a thing where you put the tape in and it just goes.
Yeah,
into
I
the
do have
fucking shit.
a brand new cassette deck. A brand new one, like a modern day
Yeah.
cassette deck. Okay. We hook it up to the computer. My boy's a whiz, and he transferred them, cleans them out, takes out all the hiss, so it sounds remastered. The thing is that this guy, and I'm not trying to put him on blast, decided to go to Peru. And I told him, bro, I think they're going to shut us down. This is right before COVID. The dude went over there, got locked out over there, never came back.
Damn.
I still have my cassettes and my cassette deck at his house. So as soon as he comes back, bro, yeah, we'll get right back on it. As of right now, I only have eight, but I have more because my collection is huge. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay. Freaky Tail supporter, but I'm tuning in tonight. Support the Power Duel. Question for Tony. Did you ever receive the Tupac canvas I mailed? Yes, I did. And I never shouted you out because you never left on the gift, or the packaging, who to give a shout out to. So yes, I did receive it. Thank you very much. The shit was dope. Okay. Saludos, Tony and Marvelous. Love the platform y'all do. Question: do you guys think when Ozzy Osbourne bit the head off of a bat at the concert, was that an animal sacrifice?
I don't think was it a bat or a dove? I know it's a dove.
No, it was a bat.
And he was high, and people were throwing things on stage, and he thought it was like a rubber bat, and he thought
It was a
like
bat, bro. Was
I
it a
know-
bat?
I know, but the first time that he did it, he thought it was just like a prop, and when he bit it, at that point he was already doing it, so he just kept going. He went along with it, but
Damn. Who in the fuck took a bat to a?
That motherfucker might have just landed.
Huh? That's crazy, huh?
So obviously the answer is,
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, Tony, any chance of seeing Michi Slick or Stalker Loco on your podcast? Marvelous. Who is okay? The first question is this: Michi Slick. I'm not sure who that is. I say that respectfully. Stalker Loco. I've already talked to him, so we got something set up. Okay. Marvelous. This is an easy one for you. Who is the Antichrist? Or who is the Antichrist of our time? A lot of people have said, let's go back to Pharaoh during the times of Moses. They looked at him like a type of Antichrist. People looked at Mussolini, Hitler, types of Antichrist, Stalin, types of Antichrist. So I guess the question is, who would be our if you will, type of.
I don't
So
know.
they-
I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
You know, they say he's gonna have fucking blue eyes though and blonde hair, and it's gonna be a German boy, or somebody with a German bloodline. So I don't know.
Ah, shit. You know, and it's funny you say that, okay? Because there were people that, when Obama was president, they were saying that he was going to be that he was the Antichrist.
I heard that too.
And I'm going to tell you why. We heard the whole German thing too, okay? They were saying that he was going to be from the Middle East somewhere, or his father was from Kenya, his father was from Africa, okay? They were saying that was one connection. Then they're saying, well, no, but he's got to be, you know, from Germany. His mom was from Germany. Okay, so that's why people were saying that about him. I was just saying he was just the employee of the month. You know, because think about this guy. This guy was senator for 2 years, 2 years, and then all of a sudden he comes out on Oprah and becomes president.
Yeah, all set up.
But that's the power of, if you look at it, television, the media, social media.
Tell live vision.
Yeah, tell, lie, vision. This guy came out of nowhere and became the most powerful man in the world. So is it possible today for somebody to come out of nowhere just like him?
Yeah.
Okay, so yes. So we are here at that time. Okay, question for Marvelous. Do you believe in forgiving a person who is constantly talking negative about you? It's a family member. I love my sister, but hearing from others on the negative stuff, she says about me breaks me, and we've been through this a few times. So should you forgive a family member that just constantly is talking about you?
I can't. I've had that happen, bro, and I can't. I don't know. Like, I mean, it says, you know, Scripture says to forgive your brother. You know, right?
Right.
But I just can't. You know, call me ignorant or whatever. I fucking can't. You keep talking shit, and you ask for forgiveness and shit like that, and you go fucking disrespect me again. Like, I'm gonna fucking knock you out. Like, don't do that shit.
Right.
Or just stay the fuck away from me.
Yeah, you know, let me give an example on my end. There's people that have did stuff to me that later on wanted to talk and make amends. I don't want to no more. You show me your true colors, bro.
Right.
When I needed you the most, you came against me and you talk shit about me. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to forgive, but I'm not going to have nothing to do with you ever again. Because, see, many times we give that word forgiveness a different interpretation. I'll give you what. Say I'm your older brother, and you have a friend that talking shit about you. Marvin, let's just forgive him. You already know the way he is. Okay. Say you tell me, okay, I forgive him. I invite him over. You tell me, what the fuck is he doing here? I thought you forgave him. See, people interpret forgiveness as I've forgiven them, but I also have to accept them back.
Yeah.
That's what some people interpret forgiveness,
Right.
that's what that means. It doesn't mean that. If you forgive them, that's it, but I cut you off. I have nothing to do with you no more.
Right.
So I'm not saying for you to do that to your sister, because I would like to believe that you guys can make amends.
Right.
But there are some people in family that I've cut off.
And then, I mean, the family, I tell my kids that shit all the time. People associate family with your blood or blood thicker than water. Like, I associate family with if you're calling up and checking up on me. If you're worried about, you know, if you're worried about me, you know what I mean, in my time of need. If you're there for me in my time of need, like, that's fucking family. Yeah. Like, not people that are calling you your cousins and you're my brother or nothing. Fuck all that shit.
Right. Okay. Question for Marvelous. What happened to the videos you did with the burpees and spreads?
What the fuck?
Wait. With the burpees and spreads guy, and is there any more to view them? Question for the both of you. Oh, let's get to the first one.
Who's he talking? Well, I don't know what he's talking about.
It says question for Marvelous.
With
what
the
happened to the
burpees and
video
spread guy.
you did with the burpees and spreads guy? And is there anywhere to view them? Did you do anything with a guy that did burpees or spreads?
I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about. If that person could leave a link or whatever, or a message tagging me to whoever it was, or at least what the dude looked like, I don't know. Did he have a podcast or what?
I don't know. He said a show, so I'm
a show?
No, to the videos.
A video?
Okay. All right, here we go. What's your thoughts on the Quran? Have you read it to understand their beliefs? Okay. You want to touch on that?
No,
first?
you go for it.
Okay.
I like the way you explain on that.
Okay. First and foremost, I do have a Quran, and I always encourage everybody, if you want to know the truth about somebody's religion, ask someone that was once in it. They will tell you the truth. Okay, they will tell you the truth. If you want to know about Mormonism, talk to someone that was once in it. If you want to know the truth about Catholicism, ask someone that was once in it. Okay, you want to know about Scientology, ask someone. They will tell you the truth. Let me tell you a quick story. I met a guy. It's a weird name, but his name, and I remember it because it's so odd. Pascual. That was his name. I met him in Hollywood. I never eat Burger King, but this was in the late 90s, and I was hungry, and I stopped inside of a Burger King. And this man just kept looking at me, and I meet people like this all the time, every so often. Okay, every so often I meet people like this. And he just kept looking and smiling at me. And I just like, what's going on, man? So he started sharing with me. So I got my food, I sat down with him. And he told me he was from Congo, Africa, a devoted Muslim. Okay, that's what he told me. And he started talking to me about the Quran. The Quran is what he called it. He started talking to me about the Prophet Muhammad. He started talking to me. But he said something. He said, are you familiar with, God, what is that? Sharia law. You know how here we have our constitutional rights?
Yeah.
Okay, well, so-called.
Yeah.
There, in Islamic countries,
It's brutal.
they have something called Sharia law. Look it up, you guys. Sharia law. So he started telling us that. Told me a story that his daughter, was raised a Muslim, teenage girl. She went to a certain part of a beach where the trash trucks come and dump everything there, and then they burn it there. That's where they get rid of the trash. She just happened to be there with her friend. She saw a nice little bag, the way he explained it. He got my bag, and it was nicely folded, a brown paper bag, and something was in it, and it was on top of the trash. She climbed the trash and grabbed that little bag, and she opened it, and it was a Bible. She began to read it. Now, according to what he told me, and according what other Muslim men told me, you can never question the Quran, and you can never question the prophets. Like, you can't question it.
Yeah.
It's funny how here in the U.S. we could question the Bible and say that it's fake. Okay, but over there you can't question it at all. Okay, you just believe it, and you just accept it, and that's it. Well, she started reading Psalms, and she came across some of the prophecies where it talked about Jesus. She showed it to her father, and him, and he said, "Hide it. You can continue to read it, but you cannot tell anyone you're reading it." It was forbidden for them. Well, she got to the New Testament. She put two and two together that those prophecies were talking about Jesus. Okay. She started telling all her friends. All her friends told their fathers. Since this guy Pascual, was a part of this Islamic group there, they told him she needs to stop. Okay. He allowed her to continue to read. Well, she kept on. Finally, she had to die. This is what they called honorable death. The father or somebody from the family has to kill her because she has disgraced Islam by studying and wanting to find out, questioning the Quran and studying the Bible. He had to sneak out, and he came to the U.S.
Wow.
And he said, that's why I'm still here. I am here. After researching the Bible for himself, he became a born-again Christian. He did, him and his family. Okay, but it all started from the trash. Okay, now I talked to different Islamic men that used to be a part of it, and it's true. They said you can never question the Quran, and they'll even go as far as saying it. People that read it in English aren't getting the full meaning of it. You have to understand it in Arabic. Okay, now the Quran was written 500 years after Muhammad's death. Okay, people say that the word Islam, and this is no put down, but this was told to me by men that were a part of, this religion. By the way, they've already surpassed the Catholic Church. They already have over 1 billion followers. The biggest religion in the world is Islam. They say that the word Islam means peace. Others will say, no, it means surrender. Okay? So here's my thing, and I asked a friend of mine one time, and I said, so you say it means peace? And he said, yes. I go, show me an Islamic country that is peaceful and tolerant.
That's crazy.
Okay, now, Here's how he backed it up. Well, not all Muslims are terrorists. That's what he said. Some comedian made a joke about that. And he said, not all Muslims are terrorists, but it just just happens to be that all terrorists are Muslims. Okay? Now, there's over 1 billion. Okay? One of them told me that according to statistics, there's only 10% that are terrorists out of 1 billion. 10%. So you know what I did? I got the calculator out. I did the math. If that's true, 10% out of 1 billion are only terrorists. You know how much that 10% is?
A lot.
100 million. 100 million. Now, and here's the crazy part. And all of this was taught to me by Islamic men that were once in it. And now keep in mind, some of these Islamic men that I knew, they believe that the people that knocked down those towers were Muslims. They believe that. I know we have a bunch of others, theories here, or, you don't have to call them conspiracies or whatnot. But this is what these ex-Muslim men told me, that those were people that, from Islam. And I was like, okay. So, I can keep going on and on and on because I've studied the Quran and I studied with men that were once in it. I truly believe Obama is an Islamic, as a Muslim. Again, I can go down the line how I studied him. His father named him Barack Obama. Isn't it funny that Barack Hussein Obama, name me someone that is not a Muslim who's named Hussein. Okay? Barack Hussein Obama. Barack was the name of Muhammad's horse. So he has 2 Islamic names, okay? Well, when his mom moved to Indonesia, his mom married another man, Indonesian man. He changed Barack Obama's name to Barry Soetoro. Look it up, everybody. Barry Soetoro. So he went to an Islamic school there in Indonesia. Now, there's documents that show that his name was Barack Obama, and then it was changed to Barry Soetoro. There's no documents that show that from Barry Soetoro he went back to Barack Obama.
Right.
Okay.
And Barack Obama also married a man.
Well, yeah, that's what they say.
Michael Levon.
Okay. Look up Michael Levon, right? Okay. So, he cancels the National Day of Prayer that we do here, but he celebrates Ramadan for a whole month in the White House.
Don't make dollars. Don't make sense.
Anyways, I hope I elaborate a little bit more. I can keep going on and on and on. You know why, though? Because I've educated myself. Okay? Do that and stop listening to these other podcasts that, they're reaction video to how their neighbor blew a pedo. Okay, let's go. Okay, here's the other question. For the both of you, if you had to live in a different state, what would it be?
I would pick either New Mexico or Pueblo, Colorado. My mom's side of the family founded Pueblo, Colorado, and actually named it.
Okay. Me, I don't know where. Let me look at the question. I'm going to say this. Now I'm going to answer it. He said in a different state. I wouldn't live in the States if I had my choice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't live in the States.
I wouldn't either.
Okay. If you had to choose maybe a different country to live the rest of your life, maybe say like the last 20 years, where would you live?
Damn.
Okay.
I don't know, bro.
For me, I'm going to make it real simple. Honestly, I would go live in Israel.
In Israel?
Yeah, I would go live in Israel. Over there, the prayers are local. Here, they're long distance. But one of you guys will get that. Anyways, let's keep it going. This was a long one, okay? But this one says, hello, real quick. Well, you said real quick, but it's a long-ass message. Do you guys believe that the experiences you dream through in certain dreams are actual experiences from a parallel universe? Or am I tripping? That's one question. I had a dream which felt quite realistic. To make the story short, some fool tried having his way with my sister, and I ran up on the fool. He pulled out a cohete, thinking he had the upper hand. However, seeing that I rushed him, he shot me. It was right there when everything went in slow motion. The round hit me in the head, and the lights went off. I felt the pressure inside of my head expand from the front towards to the back, and for a quick second, I thought to myself, damn, so this is how it feels to die. I went from laying down to waking up, gasping for air, and I sat up on the bed covered with sweat. This is just one of the many dreams that I've thought I'd share it with you guys. I tried to keep it short. If you guys could give me some feedback, I'll appreciate it. Gracias.
I've had the same shit.
Okay.
The same shit. Many a times, different dreams. I know, and
Me too.
the feeling of death and knowing how it feels to die. I've had the same shit, bro. It's fucking crazy. Or to be shot.
For me, when I get shot, like my head and my
Yeah.
face and everything starts going in slow motion.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what that means, but I've been shot at and woken up like that several times. So, we got a couple more, and then we'll start taking calls because I don't want to. There's a lot of fucking questions.
Yeah, that's
bro.
a lot of questions, homie.
I know. Okay, can Marvelous please explain why tattoos are bad? According to the research he's done, Tony can add on to that as well. According to the research that you've done, why are tattoos bad? Tony can add on to it.
So tattoos are bad according to scripture because it's our holy temple, first of all. And we're not to, what's that word I'm looking for? Desecrate? Yeah, desecrate our temple. In our cultura, it is a form of medicine. And there's so many different definitions I could give. But it's a rite of passage. It's of becoming a man. Different things. There was warrior statuses, military statuses that were earned with it. Man, there's a lot of different things I can add on it. But you know, it's bad in scripture and it's good in our cultura.
Okay. Hopefully that
So whatever
answers.
you want to add. I wish I could go deeper, bro, but we'll be here all night.
You know, like somebody asked me a question, how come you don't have no tattoos? And I just clearly said it. I love art. I used to consider myself an artist when I was younger, but I just don't like it on my body, bro. It's just never been a thing. The only time, Marvelous, that I ever felt like I wanted tattoos was when I was drunk. And I always told myself, if I want it when I'm sober, then I'll go ahead and get it. But my number one tattoo was always to get wheel marks on my stomach. Because growing up, that's what every wheel metal had, was wheel marks on their stomach. But you know what? I'm glad I didn't do it, because after a while, when you get pulled over by the cops, lift up your shirt. Oh, he's got wheel mark on his stomach. He's got a spider web on his elbow. Now you can't give away fake aliases because they have a description on you.
Yeah, facts.
So, okay. Marvelous, is it true that you fought a police officer behind the Commerce Center?
Should have never said that shit.
Allegedly, yeah.
Okay, allegedly. It was pretend.
Yeah.
Okay. Marvelous previously said that angels can also do chaotic things like demons do, such as destruction if told to do so. In the inverse, is the inverse possible? I don't know if it's the universe or inverse. Okay, is it possible for a demon to do something good?
A demon?
Yeah.
No, demons is gonna be allowed to do whatever he wants to, but only through the allowance of the Most High that allows that to happen.
Yeah.
Not that he has any authority at all, because they don't.
Yeah. Okay. Question for you, for you two guys. How do you feel about WNBA player Brittany Griner being transferred to a hard labor camp in Russia to serve her 9-year sentence for having marijuana vape pen? Do you think Biden will ever try to bring her back to the States? You know, let me tell you what I heard. Okay. I'm not going to sit here and say I've done my homework, but I'm just going to tell you what I heard. So, and I even feel a little goofy giving my opinion because I haven't done enough research on this. But from what I've heard, that this wasn't her first time.
Yeah.
That this has happened before.
Yeah.
So if she knew that, you know, now you're looking at the consequences. Again, from what I've heard, I don't think this was her first time. I think she's gone there before and been warned or whatnot, and maybe she just felt because, you know, I'm an American citizen. But over there, it's different.
Why would you even try though, bro? Like, why would you
get
even
it.
fuck around in another country knowing that their prison system is way different? Fucking like, you're really in some gutter shit. It ain't like Disneyland shit over here. Like, come on.
Look, if you guys ever really want to look at a sad, depressing, sickening penitentiary movie, that you will never forget for the rest of your life. And it has nothing to do with Blood In, Blood Out or American Me. As a matter of fact, the way the movies made these pins look, they made them look like Holiday Inns compared to this movie called Midnight Express.
Yep.
Midnight Express. It's a true story that happened in Turkey. This guy was trying to sneak fucking heroin back to the States. And he had it taped on his stomach. Back then, let's be honest, they didn't search you. You could have done that.
Yeah.
Okay. And when they pulled him over, they had a hunch. And this guy was fucking sweating. And the guy asked him, take off your glasses. And he took them off. And he was just like, so they knew something was wrong. So then they checked his heart, and his heart was pumping. So they lifted up his shirt and found all the fucking heroin right here. So they busted him.
Damn.
An American.
Yeah.
And he was serving a life sentence in Turkey.
Yeah.
His father, the attorneys, could not have done anything. He was getting older. His father helped him somehow escape, and he ended up escaping. And he ended up coming back to the States, and he couldn't, if he were extradited him back. True story, Midnight Express. Bro, and I'm not saying this in a bragging way.
Yeah.
But motherfuckers had nothing to eat, so they would eat fucking rats.
Yeah.
You know, they would fucking sodomize another fucking dude because they were fucking horny. Those are real fucking prisons, bro. And there's nothing to eat, bro. And then the wardens and the security and the guards are fucking the inmates. You get to do whatever they get to do to you, whatever they want, bro. And so that goes to go with why would you even try it in a different country? They have different laws. You know, all for a vape pen. You could not have waited.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not going to speak on it because I don't know the situation, but oh well. Anything you want to add to that?
No, it's just fucked up. I think people should really use their brain though, man. If you know, it's fucked up, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Tony, have you heard of Brian Trejo, Kingdom Music? He's from my hometown, Corpus Christi, Texas. Check him out on YouTube. His music is fire. He got that Holy Ghost flow. You won't be disappointed. Check him out, bro.
He's actually, you haven't heard of him?
No.
He's actually a good rapper, bro. And
Really?
his wife is actually a good singer.
Really?
Yeah, they're a good team, bro.
Brian Trejo. Okay. All right. We got a couple of more. And it says, good evening, Marvelous Tony. Marvelous, what's your thoughts on Billy Carson, Forbidden Knowledge, 13 Emeralds tablets? Are you familiar with that?
Yeah.
I don't. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of truth. There's a lot of stuff that I see that's like not true too.
Okay.
So I mean, it's here and there. Whatever you believe in and whatever you research. I always say research the shit yourself, you know, instead of believing somebody with a fucking even us shit that I say. Don't believe fucking shit I say, homie. Like
We always say that.
Yeah.
Do your own research.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, let's see. All right. Where's another one? Question for Tony. I heard DJ Quick was being a dick to Desi Hollow at a show. Is DJ Quick a dick? If Quick would have tossed the mic to me disrespectfully, it would have been on site. It's all about respect. Well, I have to agree with you.
that's what he did?
Supposedly,
Yeah.
allegedly, he threw the mic and he said something to Desi Hollow in a disrespectful way.
Damn.
I'm not going to go too much into the story that Desi told me, but let's just say that it was disrespect in front of a lot of people, the people that were at the show. Look, first and foremost, I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're going to show me disrespect, believe me, I will disrespect you right back, but worse. Okay? Who was that idiot that was disrespecting the DJs and saying that these DJs fucking suck? Wiz Khalifa, that motherfucker. Look, I don't know that guy. I like one song, We Them Boys, because, you know, I'm a cowboy, okay? I like that song, but if he turned around and said, you guys fucking suck, you're fucking no good, get the fuck out of here, ping, 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 bro. That's it. That's it, bro. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't kiss any artist's ass, bro. You know, I could shake hands with the president and treat the fucking janitor the same fucking way. You know, I don't show favoritisms. So if Quick would have done, or any artist would have disrespected me, especially on stage, fuck you. So, yeah, so to answer the question, if Quick did that, then he's a dick. Or Just the same way Wiz Khalifa was, you know. I'm not going to bend over backwards and show you fucking respect when you show me no respect.
Yeah.
The fuck, am I a punching bag? Dumbass. Okay. Marvelous. When your channel was up, would you invite a pilot or someone who's been around the world to debate the flat earth theory?
Most definitely. Yep. Fuck yeah.
You heard it from the man here.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck yeah, going to be good tonight. Much love from Tejas. Much love, respect to Texas.
That's right.
Okay, is Marvelous familiar with Graham Hancock, and does he agree with some of his beliefs that modern day civilization is not the first of this world, that there have possibly been multiple civilizations that have come and gone on this planet, or anyone interested, check out the Graham Hancock episode with Joe Rogan. Thank you for that.
So I'm not familiar with him, but the actual civilization part, yeah, I've heard that there's been 6 prior civilizations before us that have been knocked off every 1,000 years or whatever by a nuclear bomb or whatever.
Okay. Now let me ask you this: you're not saying you believe that, right? You just saying
no, I'm not saying I heard. Yeah, I heard.
Okay, say that you did believe it, and I ask you. Sounds nice, but I'm a skeptic. I need proof. How could someone prove that?
The mud flood.
Okay, now when you say the mud flood, you're not talking about, at least I believe, the global flood.
Well, yeah, that would be part of it, associated with it.
Okay.
The covering of artifacts, the right now the Euphrates River and the all the stuff that they're finding in there.
Yes.
The tunnels and let me see. They always seem to find something after a volcano eruption or what do you call it? A mudslide of some sort. They find the Olmec heads, all kinds of shit. There's always a new discovery,
Okay, Marvelous. Ask Marvelous if he thinks the Titanic sinking it was fake, and is Bill Gates making fake snow. Let's go with the first one.
So the first one,
the
right?
Titanic is a fake.
Yeah, it was another ship that they sunk, and it was using explosives. The real Titanic didn't get sunk. I have the story in my phone, but I can't look through all my stuff right now. But yeah, I believe that shit was super fake. They didn't crash into a fucking what you call it? The survivors all said that it was an explosion that happened. So, just like 9/11.
One fact that I found out, that the Titanic that's underwater, they had pools in there.
Yeah.
That those pools are still filled with water. Got him. Ba-dum-bum. Okay. Bro, yelling today really fucked up my throat, bro. Good one. Interesting one. Tony, do you believe in the rapture? Marvelous. Do you believe in being born again? Spiritually through the blood of Jesus Christ. We've been getting a lot of these lately. Okay, to me, Tony, do you believe in the rapture? I'm going to say yes. Okay. Now, I'm not going to get into what it is. Go look it up. Biblical rapture, true or false. Go Google it. I'm not just going to say don't believe the false. Just believe the real. No, go look at both. It's important to look at both. Okay. So, I can give you so many examples from Old Testament to New Testament why I believe it. Okay. And so many pictures, types and shadows that have happened that I believe it is truth. But that's just me. Marvelous, do you believe in the rapture?
Yeah.
Okay. Marvelous, do you believe in being born again? Well, do you? I guess this is a fair question.
Okay, go for it.
Can people be born again?
One time.
Okay. Not necessarily, because Jesus did say in John chapter 3 to Nicodemus, he said, you must be born again.
Right.
He didn't say you must be born again and again and again and again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some people keep going to church and keep getting saved every week.
Yeah. Once you figure out the law, statutes, and commandments and the way you're supposed to abide by the Torah, then that's your second chance to be drafted into who you truly are if you're an Israelite.
Yeah. Spiritually through the blood of Jesus. Okay, we answered that. Okay, let me see. It's another long one. Mr. Tony, saludos from Texas. Question for you. Are you a Marvel movie fan? Yes. In the new Wakanda Forever, is that what it's called? Wakanda Forever movie, the actor that plays the villain is a Mexican actor, Tinoch Huerta. Okay, I hope I pronounced that right. He plays an ancient Mayan god from a city named Telucan. Okay, they seem to use a lot of Aztec things, but in the sea, as they put in the sea. They mention Atlantis too. Mr. Marvelous, do you know anything about it? Is Hollywood once again using our culture to exploit our heritage? Gracias.
Facts.
Okay. All right, let's go over here. It's another long one. Okay, ask him, do you know that has gone to hell? See, look, I'm reading it exactly the way you guys sent it. Some people say, Tony doesn't know how to fucking read. I'm trying to read it exactly the way I see it.
Tony don't know how to read.
Ask him, do you know that has gone to hell and came back to tell the story so that you can believe so strongly on the X amount of realms of hell?
Nope.
Okay, and what makes those stories more believable than any other story that you diminish? Why invest so much time on pointless subjects than being a husband, father, role model to your family, community, and oneself? How are you going to win if you are not right within? That's what I'm.
That's a long ass fucking.
No, how are you not going to win if you're not right within? That's Lauren Hill. Stop, bro. Okay. Anyways, lastly, are you marvelous, truly happy? Okay. Peace out to all you. Pick up a book and read, and become a better human beings. These guy was all over the place. Look, bro, I appreciate.
That was all one person.
Yeah, it was all one person. I appreciate what you wrote. Okay, but next time, just space it out a little bit different. You know, because you're asking like 5 different things in one sentence, and I'm not saying that to try to put you down, but I don't know. Okay. By the way, I don't believe a person can die, go to hell, and come back. I don't believe that. So, question for Tony and Marvelous: do you guys like women with tattoos? That's interesting. Okay, can I answer that first?
Yeah, handle it.
Okay.
Shit.
For me, a beautiful woman is a beautiful woman. And I'm going to tell you why. Say that I'm blind. And
You're blind.
yeah, I'm blind. And I meet a woman and I fall for her because of her personality, the way she treats me, the way she loves me back.
So you didn't fall because you were blind.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
It was because of the way she treated me, the way she loved me, the way she took care of me. Now, by that time, does it matter what color she is?
Well, if she cheated on you, would you be able to see it coming?
Da-dum-dum. Okay. So I guess what I'm saying is it doesn't really matter. If you truly fall in love with someone, it doesn't really matter. So that's my thing.
I see what you're saying.
You know, again, if I was blind, I would never be able to judge this woman by her appearance. You know, I would never even know what color she is.
You got to look deeper.
Yeah, you got to look deeper within the person. That's what you fall in love with. So for me, no, it doesn't matter. But I will say that. See, these guys are laughing at me, and I'm trying to be honest. Okay. I know, I got that. Okay. Dumas. That's how you say dumbass.
Dumas?
That's how you say dumbass in French. Dumas. Okay.
You must.
So no, Marvelous. Now let me ask you this: do you only date girls with tattoos?
Nah, hell nah. I rather a girl not have tattoos actually.
Okay.
You know, and if she's gonna have tattoos, at least have some nice ones. Girls, you know, pick a lot of shit and put it sporadically throughout their body, like a bunch of little miscellaneous shit that has no meaning. And I think that shit sucks, man. Like you got no story. Like your tattoos have no tradition. It's fucked up.
Okay. So to me, it doesn't really matter. But you know, like I said, one thing I will say that people that do have tattoos seems they get judged right away. You know, they get judged right away, and it's sad, but it's true. Okay, ask Marvelous what Walt Disney, Warren Henn, Von Braun, Jack Parsons, Lafayette, Ronald Hubbard, Aleister Crowley all have in common.
They're all pedophiles.
They all worship Satan? I don't know. Okay. Can you ask Marvelous if the energy in this world feels off? Something is up, but I can't pinpoint it.
Yeah.
Okay. Ask him, has he ever heard of the AM radio station Coast to Coast with host Art Bell? Okay. Is that like that one of them 3 o'clock in the morning vampire
Oh no,
hours?
wait. You know what? My bad. No, wait, no. I'm thinking of Coast 10, whatever the fuck. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, no.
Coast to coast is that
Yeah,
3 o'clock in the morning vampire hours?
Yeah.
I think it comes out at 1.
I remember KFI. Is KFI still around? Remember KFI?
No, I don't know. I never listened to that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so
My dad used to listen to that shit all the
okay,
time.
question for you, Tony. What happened to Little Rob interview? You have said in the past that you would interview Little Rob and updates on the interview. Saludos. You know what? Let me say this about Little Rob. With all due respect, you know what? Little Rob could have been here already. But obviously, his actions speak louder than words. He doesn't want to be here. So he's never told me no. Every time I've talked to him, he's told me yes. But, bro, like 2 weeks ago, you were in fucking Wilmington, bro, shooting a video. And my homeboys called me up and said, go over there and, check him. I'm not going to check nobody for an interview, bro. I don't do that. If anything, if I would have rolled up, it would have just been a saludo, but I probably would have never have asked him, hey, when are you going to do to me, that's begging, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to do that. I still respect the guy. He doesn't want to do it. At least tell me. Don't keep telling me, yeah, I'll do it. One of my boys asked him and he says, I don't think I'll ever do a podcast. So, that's the update. He was here in the hood and, filming a video, but he couldn't come to do an interview.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
If there was a versus between two Chicano, so-called Chicano rappers, who would be Little Rob's versus?
That's a good one. Because I think Little Rob is dope for what he does, but I don't think he is like a lyricist, like a spitter.
Right. Well, then who would be two good artists?
Oh, man. Okay. Me personally?
My bad. I didn't mean to put
No. I think that's a good question, though. Some people will say he's not a Chicano rapper, but King Little G, and you know who I'll put him up against? And I do think, and this is no disrespect, but if we had a bet, who I would bet? My boy Cujo. My boy Cujo. And if you don't believe Cujo, go look at a song called If I Was Cocky. Fucking spitting mad fucking bars. Okay? Mad fucking bars. When I first saw him spit that song, I said, okay, this guy right here's fucking got it. So I would say, him.
Yeah.
And that's not to put anybody else down because I would, there's other rappers out there that I would like to see. Like, I wouldn't mind putting Bozo against Misfit. Okay? So I think that would be a good
Okay, what about a and I want to say the Chicano rap, but a Mexican rapper against a so-called black rapper, who would be compatible?
Well, this guy doesn't consider himself a Chicano rapper. He considers himself a Mexican rapper, and that's Little One from San Diego.
Okay.
He can spit.
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever, I don't take people's talent away.
Yeah.
Little One can spit. I don't see him having a problem going verse for verse with probably anybody, bro.
Yeah.
I'm being real with you. He can spit. But but the guys that are out there today, they're all trap guys. So it's hard to choose one of those guys. Like, I wouldn't pick the Baby and those guys. Those guys are just mumble shit. He's spitting bars. So to find a guy to spit bars against him, it would be kind of tough. Because the trend today is fucking, trap.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
okay. Why are you laughing over there?
No, the trap.
They're touching each other. I was playing.
No wonder I hear fucking macaroni,
just playing, no.
macaroni and cheese over there. Okay, question. Who gets to go to heaven and who goes to hell? Go ahead, Marvis. You answer that one.
Nobody goes to hell. That's not
Okay,
part
where's
of the,
Hitler? Like, somebody says, that motherfucker,
Hitler will go straight into bondage, depending on his bloodline.
But now, would that be a form of hell?
No.
Okay. So in bondage, there's no torment?
No, bondage would be having done unto you like 10 times over.
So bondage would be like a guy getting tied up in leather and somebody whipping him. Ow! That type of shit?
Not that bondage, homie. But people associate with hell with the lake of fire, and the lake
Okay,
of
I
fire
see
is
what
for
you're saying.
abominations, not
Okay.
not people.
Okay. What do you know about bro, when it comes to, I'm hoping I get it wrong. Mixtex It's MEXTECS.
Yeah.
Mixtecs.
Uh-huh.
And their Diablitos dance ritual. Is it a demonic and opening and does it open portals?
So a lot of our dances, no, you know what? I can't say that. Not a lot of our dances.
No,
but
tequila, please.
some of our dance rituals are associated with opening portals and the sacrifice rituals or the dance after a sacrifice ritual to a deity that was taught to us by under our captivity, under the the Nephilim or that bloodline of them.
Okay.
But I don't know the specific one what he's talking about. I need to see it, and then to see if I know it. I don't know. But I would probably bring somebody in to answer that for him.
Okay. Now this one is this. What's your guys' reason to live?
My kids.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I would elaborate a little bit more. I said, you know what? I believe that I have a purpose.
Yeah.
I believe that I've been called to do something, and that's. I truly believe, Marvelous, that before I die, everything that I was sent here to accomplish will be done. So that's my purpose, and of course, that all of that encompasses your family, obviously, your children. Yeah. Okay. Will you watch the new Black Panther movie, which will have Aztec Mayan culture? Yeah, I'll watch it. I'm not gonna lie to you. No me llama la atención, like it doesn't draw my attention. But I'll watch it honestly if I got nothing else to do. I mean, I've seen a lot of movies like that. Speaking of movies, they're coming out with a fucking another series of Dahmer. They're getting the same fucking guy. So, okay. I have a question for Marvelous and Tony. Have you guys heard of William Cooper? He exposed many things, then he was killed.
That sounds familiar, but I don't know.
Me too. Sounds very familiar. You guys look it up. William Cooper. Okay. Okay, we're almost to the end.
Damn, there's more? That's like,
Yeah, no, I want to take calls already, but
get the calls, homie.
Okay. Okay, let's go to the smaller ones. I'm a fan of the platform, but come on, Tony, you're getting the same guest over, and it's getting old. Okay, remember what the show is called? Conversations with Marvelous. Guess who's going to be sitting right there?
I'm gonna bring in my stunt double.
That's like I Love Lucy. Come on again, Lucy's going to come out again. Like I don't know. I know the show's called Tony the Wizard, but
LA Fools dancing Cholowani. That's funny.
that's the
Big Locote versus Conejo.
You know what? Conejo, he has some badass shit from back in the days. I remember Conejo. And Conejo talks about real street shit. So.
All right, let's see. All right, put the number up. Let's go. Let's go. We're done with the questions.
No, the No Chi-Chi's product? What the fuck is that? That's messed up.
Why would people even say that?
About what?
You got Chi-Chi's. I'm just playing on me.
Let's put the number up, bro. So. Call in and even if you don't like us, call in.
Call in.
Okay? So, other than that, if you got the balls, make the calls. Let's go.
Balls make the kids old.
People always say, I'm going to call in. Watch. Okay. Unknown number. Style. We know who the fuck you are, wig lady. Okay. Okay, let's go. All right. Caller, your name and where you calling from. I believe I know who you are.
This is the homie Kika from the city of Escondido.
What's up, Kike?
What's up, guys?
Hey, do you know what escondido means in Spanish?
Yeah, hidden, fool.
Hidden, fool. Yeah. All right, go for it. Let's go. Stay hidden, homie.
Hey, you wanna fucking quick rundown of this story too, dog, about the city?
About this.
It used to be Escondido used to be known as the Rincón del Diablo, and that's going back to the missionary days, homie.
Dope.
They used to call it that because there'd be no church. It'd be like the furthest point in the county from a church.
That's right. Damn.
El Rincón del Diablo.
See, homie knows
Damn.
what he's talking about.
That's dope, my brother. You have a question?
Yeah, I'm the one that posted up that question for you guys about the whole cosmonaut thing. I just wanted to get Marvelous. I'm pretty sure I already know the answer, but I just wanted to just hear from Marvelous again that he was talking about like half truths and this and that because I know that he doesn't believe in space or whatnot. I was just wondering if he could elaborate a little bit more on that.
On what, the space part, homie, or what do you mean?
Yeah, just like with the examples that I gave you, because the whole thing about the 80 meter tall creature like pretty much goes to like what the Nephilim look like, and it tied down. I forgot the point right now, but it tied into the other two examples that I gave you about the pretty much like the Indian Bible, the Hindu Bible,
Yeah.
and then about the Irish warrior
Yeah.
for the third example.
Okay.
It's
So
pretty elaborate, bro, but I can't recall right now.
okay. So how I'm taking it is if they're telling people or the masses about like form of space or whatever, or these creatures come from space, I think what they would be associating with in their mindset would be a planet or a freak or one of the 9 lower realms, which people think is space anyways, because they think they're part of the 9 planets, but they're not. They're part of the 9 lower planets. So I think that's what they're saying. And the Nephilim or the Kini 9, all those bloodlines come from one of those planets, which they're all bad. They're abominations, or they're associated with the bloodline of the fallen. So that's what I think that they're talking about. If you get what I mean.
Yeah. It's just the whole mixture about, you said space, which is giving us that whole fucking fake psyop to believing that, like that we're not in the firmament and all that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I appreciate your question, though, homie.
Thank you, my bro.
Thank you, homie.
Let's go. Let's keep it pushing. Let's go. Callers.
I wish I could draw out these examples, bro. Like, I need to bring a fucking board, like, so I could.
Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yes, hi. Ivan from Omaha, Nebraska.
What's
I
good,
got
my
a
bro?
question for Marvelous. Yes, I was wondering about if we ever went to the moon.
No, bro. The moon and the sun are inside of our firmament. The moon is made of plasma. The sun is made of carbon. What indigenous people are made out of.
I thank you, Marvelous.
All right. Hey, thank you, homie. Much respect to you, dog.
Thank you.
Okay, let's keep it pushing.
Nebraska.
Thank you for calling all the way from Nebraska, taking the time to be a part of the show. Okay, let's go. We got another one. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Big J.
Big J. Where you calling from, bro?
From Arizona.
Arizona. Yes, sir, my brother. You got a question?
So, well, actually, I was going to tell Marvelous that we are not the minority. We are the majority when it comes to straight people. And I know I heard him say that earlier. So I just wanted to just kind of give him some insight on that. They say that there's only 10% of I don't want to say fags, homosexuals.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
That I don't know.
So I think we are the majority. So I think being the majority, we have a voice. I mean, the propaganda just shows like, oh yeah, the LGBTQ pie, whatever.
Yeah.
As kind of like we see that a whole lot, but in all reality, we are the majority. There's only they're only a small minority.
No,
you
right,
agree?
right. So when I'm saying that or when I'm making that reference, bro, I don't mean it literally, and maybe I should say that. You're right, but I mean it. We're becoming a so-called minority in the sense of our mindset, bro, and our moral system. Like, dang, you look everywhere around you, and it's rainbows and shit. Like, come on, homie. Like, isn't there any promotion of a good, healthy marriage or finding a good woman that is submissive to her man, and a man being a real warrior to his family?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We've lost all that shit of being a real alpha male and a woman being a real submissive woman to her man.
Well, because through many shows, television, movies, our masculinity is being taken away.
Yeah, definitely.
So, and I think what I understood when you said minority, I took it more from a political stance and more from a, if you will, media stance, because they're running the airwaves.
Yeah. They control all that shit. So they manipulate our minds.
That's,
Yeah. But I get what you're saying, homie. All my respect to you, dog. I appreciate that. I should clarify.
Yeah, for sure. How about as far as would you wear a like or have something with a rainbow, because you know the definition of a rainbow, right?
It's our promise. If that's what you're saying, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah,
So I think we should come and say, let's make a statement and say what the definition of a rainbow is, so they can't,
Steal it back.
so we can take that back.
Yeah, take it back. Yeah, you know what? You're right. You're right, homie. And I never thought about it like that, bro. But you're absolutely right. Just like we should take back our land.
All good.
For sure.
All my respect,
Well,
homie.
definitely. Well, you guys have a good one.
You too, Carnal.
All right, let's get this podcast started.
Exactly. I like that call. Okay, let's see. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
My name's Jesus. I'm calling from Tepic, Nayarit, Mexico.
From Tepic?
Mexico.
That's right.
Okay, cool.
Nayarit, Mexico.
Nayarit, Mexico. What's good, brother? You got a question?
Yeah, I got a for Marvelous and Tony A.
Yes, sir.
First of all, what do you guys think of military veterans getting deported?
I think that's fucked up.
Wow.
For them to do that shit. I know a lot of good homies that got deported, bro.
Okay, so that means they served.
They served
undocumented.
Right.
They let them.
They said that they were giving them their papers. Some of them they did, and then they took them back and deported them.
After they served their time.
Yeah. And they said that they promised their families too, bro. They promised their mother and stuff like that.
Wow. Wow.
That's fucked up. Are you one of them, bro? Is that why you're asking?
Yeah, hey, bro. Yeah. I served 10 years, active duty, military.
Wow.
Willing to give my life for the United States. And for a little, I got caught with a concealed weapon as soon as I got out.
Wow.
And I was deported. And I was deported for life.
Wow.
But it's cool. I'm doing okay now. But it's just weird. And I got another question for you, Marvelous.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen the documentary of Toker, What Really Happened to Him, that just came out on YouTube maybe about a week ago.
I haven't, bro. But what is it? What's it called?
What's that?
I haven't seen it, but what I was asking what the name of it was.
Yeah, Toker from Brownside.
Right.
I heard he got like $1 million up front.
Yeah.
And he couldn't pay it back. And that's why he died. They picked him up and he paid with his life.
Man, I heard another story. I'm not gonna say it, but I didn't hear that one.
Right.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, okay then.
Wow.
Right. All right then, bro.
Hey.
I can't wait till you start your podcast live.
Hey, thank you, bro.
I'm already hooked up with you, and we'll see what happens. And good luck, and keep up with the good work.
Hey, all my respects to you, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you, Carnal. Okay. Alex, make sure his YouTube is up on the live chat, my Instagram, and his Instagram.
Man, that sucks, man. Got deported.
Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
What's up, my brother? Can you turn down your TV, por favor? There you go.
Yes, sir.
There you go. You got a question?
Hey, Marvelous. I have a question.
What's up, bro?
You mentioned why women should be submissive.
Mm-hmm.
And I got another one. Why or the scriptures that were in the deep sea, the Samaritan scriptures, what are those about in relevance of the Bible?
Well, what specific scrolls are you talking about? Are you talking about the Dead Sea Scrolls? Which ones are you talking about, bro?
The Dead Sea Scrolls. Yeah, the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yeah, they pertain. I mean, then you would have to really research, bro, which ones coincide with law, because some of them could be manipulated into scripture with us making us believe that it's scripture. You know what I mean? Like a lot of go for it, bro.
Okay, if you're referring to the Dead Sea Scrolls that were found by the Shepherd Boy in 1967, I know about that because I've studied it. Okay, we're talking about 39 books of the Old Testament. Okay, the Tanakh, or the first 5 books, the Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, which is the Torah. Okay, every book was found in that cave except one, which is the book of Esther. Doesn't mean that it doesn't exist; just hasn't been found. Whether it was a fragment or an actual scroll. If you go to the Temple Institute in Jerusalem, you will be able to see the entirety of this scripture written in Hebrew of the book of Isaiah. And isn't it funny that in the book of Isaiah, actually, you have the prophecy of the coming Messiah. And that's the only one that they found within its entirety. But every other book was found other than the book of Esther. So I do believe, if you understand Hebrew or a little bit Aramaic, Take your King James Bible or whatever, go to the Temple Institute, and if you understand Hebrew, read it side by side, and you see that there's no difference.
Isn't there? I forget what's the. There's a museum that has all the. Can't think of the name right now, but there's a where they abbreviate or translate all those everything. Can't think of the name right now. I'm sorry, I'm going blank.
Where they translate scripture, I always tell people don't go by the translation though, bro. You go to, if you can look up the original source on the language that they spoke or what the Torah was written in, bro. Go based off that, you know, because some of the definitions don't mean the same thing.
Yeah, so
you're right about that.
Hopefully that look. Let me encourage you that whenever a museum has an exhibit, go check it out, because I have a membership to the Natural History Museum and to the Science Center here in LA. Okay, and they're always having exhibits. They had the Dead Sea Scroll exhibits. I went there. They had Old Testament exhibits there. They had the Pompeii exhibits. I always go to those, bro. You know, to feed my mind and educate myself when it comes to things that will help you grow and will be instrumental in your life whenever, you know, the opportune time comes to share and to feed someone good, if you will, knowledgeable words. But yeah, man, hopefully that helped, bro.
The Samaritan the scrolls, you know about those? It's not the Dead Sea Scrolls, it's something different.
Okay, no, I will have to look into that. I've never heard of something called the Samaritan Scrolls.
Can you do me a favor, bro? On my Instagram, can you send me any information that you got that you're reading up on?
Yeah, I will.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
Definitely.
Thank you,
bro.
homeboy.
Thank you.
Okay, have a good night.
You too. Somebody asked me today, what do you think about the book of Judas? And here's what I asked him. Did he write that before or after he hung himself? All right, let's keep it going. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Jay from City of Fontana.
What's up, bro?
How you doing, Tony and Marvelous? How you guys doing?
What's up, bro?
Look, I was just giving a call real quick, man. I've been a big fan since you came out in Alonso's documentary, man. That was a long time ago. That was a great documentary, the SG one.
Hey, thank you, homie. Appreciate you.
But what I was gonna say, that call the veteran that got deported, like that kind of sucks too, because I was watching the Obama 2012 too, when he got the Latino award, Latinos vote.
Yeah.
He said, if you guys vote for me, I could get your people that are here on like illegal, I'm gonna get you the papers. And he did it in 2 terms. He never did anything to give. You know what I mean? Like, lying to the people. So I was just trying to see, what do you think about that?
Well, let me say this. Not just Obama, but if politicians didn't lie, they wouldn't have anything to talk about. Those kids in cages, that was under Obama's watch, and nobody wants to talk about that.
Yep.
More illegals were deported under Obama than any other president.
And over 1,200 kids that went missing. They don't talk about that. And you ask the people that worked at those detention centers or whatever what happened with the kids, and they have they're told not to say anything. No comment. Where are those kids?
And then, yeah, you're right. And another thing too gets me upset about, like, George Lopez too. He was talking all that crap in 2020, but then he stood quiet as soon as Biden came in. Like, how come he's not speaking up what's going on under Biden?
They don't want to have that check stop, bro. He'll get blackballed.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to see what you guys thought about that too.
Look, let me say something about all these so-called celebrities. All these motherfuckers were saying, if Trump gets voted in, we're moving out of the United States. All those motherfuckers stayed here.
They never left.
They never fucking left. Bullshit ass motherfuckers. So.
Yeah, I know.
They just talk a lot, bro.
Hey, but much love. Hey, Marvelous, I want to hit you too, because my girl's right there watching the interview, and she was like, "Yo, tell Marvelous I want to get sleeved up." Like, well,
hey,
I mean,
yeah, you guys come down, homie.
Give him a call.
Yeah, you guys come down, homie, and I'll set your appointment. I got you. I appreciate you though, bro. All my respects.
You're probably laughing right now. I'll hit you up.
All my respects,
All right,
homeboy.
All right, bro. Buenas noches. Just keep it pushing. Thank you. And it's true, bro. We just speak facts here, okay? Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Yeah, this is Pablo Escobar.
Pablo Escobar, yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, what's going on? Well, just asking, I want Marvelous, what's his opinion about what's going on, with, this past yesterday, the El Segundo, refinery caught on fire. And you hear the Newsom and you hear all these, like, mostly Democrat politicians talking about getting rid of your gasoline cars. That you can't sell gasoline cars by 2035. By 2030, there's some other thing going on, but they're not going to allow no more gasoline pumps. They're not going to give any permits for any new gas stations. But they're not building any electric. You can't charge your car anyways. There's no electric charging stations. So what's their agenda? Well, they don't want humans. They don't want Americans to drive gasoline cars. They don't want us to eat meat. They don't want us to do all this stuff. And they're like desperate for the next 5-10 years. They're like going like super fast. Like they don't want us to consume anymore.
Yeah, you're right. They're desensitizing us, homie. They're pushing their agenda. You know, you're not going to be able to leave your home. You know, by next week, homie, you're going to have to fucking stay inside your pad. You're going to be quarantined. Your electricity is going to be off. You're not going to be able to buy food. If you do buy food, you're only going to be allowed so much parcels per household, but depending on who has their immunization shots or whatever the fuck, you know. It's messed up, man. People that believe in these so-called congressmen and senators and shit like that, that's all bullshit.
I saw last night with the elections and also like the super lotto. We have modern technology and you can't find out who voted or who won the election. You have to wait a week. You have to wait 2 weeks. Are they like cheating? Are they like have printed ballots and they just keep like, oh, you know what? This person lost because he's not for the gas, the global warming crap.
That shit is fucking rigged. Period, bro.
Yep.
So
we used to find out in Mexico. You find out who won the election the very same night. Now we have to wait 2 weeks, 3 weeks because to me, I just have no confidence in voting anymore. To me, it's like cheating. I just laugh. It's like the Powerball.
Yep.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna say something for me. This is just for me. I still vote. Okay, simply for this fact, because for a long time, I've always said and I've always heard. Well, I've always heard. You know, if you don't vote, don't say nothing. I only voted so I can say something. Do I believe that they got who they're gonna put in place? Yeah, but I just still went and voted just so I could say something because I was one to say, you know, if you didn't vote, don't say nothing. Can your vote make a difference?
Like the mayor of Los Angeles.
Yeah,
you have to wait 2 weeks before we find out who's the mayor. That's ridiculous.
See, that's ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous. So it's whatever, man.
Now, if whoever wins now, I just like have no respect because I believe they cheated. It's like, forget it.
Yeah. You know, so once again, with me, I only vote just so I can have the right to say, you know, give my opinion. Because again, the last thing that I want is somebody to say, well, if you didn't vote, don't talk about it. Well, I voted, so I'm gonna talk about it. So, all right, bro. Thank you, man.
As I've been telling people the last 2 years, $5 gas, don't complain. That's what you voted for.
Yeah, you know what's funny? We'll complain, but they won't complain about the fucking $10 venti cup that they spend at fucking Starbucks. Starbucks. Yeah. All right, bro. Thank you, man.
All right.
Stay blessed.
Later.
You know who I'm waiting for? Because I have a question for him. Box.
Oh,
last name Contreras, first name Box.
Oh, shit.
I'm waiting for you to call, big dog. Come on in, homie. Call her your name or where you calling from?
Hey, what's going on, Tony? This is Luna from the 05.
What the fuck?
What up?
Hello?
That's Zap and Roger right there, homie.
Hey, Tony.
What's up, brother?
No. My name is Luna from the 05. Well, you already answered one of my questions. It was going to ask if either one of you guys voted. You already did.
What the fuck was that?
Man, great show, Tony. I appreciate it. And I want to lead to this. I really like the statement where it said, let's take back the rainbow like we got to take back our land.
Yes.
That was really dope, you know? So that what encouraged me to make this phone call. A couple things like, man, like I love the show. You know what I'm saying? I sit here and I just trip and go down the rabbit hole with everybody else, you know? And,
thank you.
I have a question at the end that I'll hang up with and I'll just listen for Marvelous's answer.
Okay, but hold on.
I would like to make a statement.
Hold on. I don't want you to hang up simply because when you hang up, we get another call. So just please ask.
Oh, okay, got you.
And just hold on. But I have to ask you something.
Yeah.
What was that voice, bro?
Hey, you know what? A lot of people have been saying that about my phone. Like, hey, you sound like you're underwater or a robot.
Your shit's tapped, homeboy.
Yeah, bro. That sounded like zapped, like you were like more bounce. Like it sounded some shit like that,
Okay.
bro.
Do I sound normal now?
Yes, you do.
Okay, great.
Something like that.
Marvelous. Hey, like you said, bro, hey, I'm going to just keep it normal, dude.
Yes, go ahead.
That's why you guys started laughing at Jeff and Roger. All right, cool. So I would like to make a statement on something that I believe in, and I believe, and I want to say 98% of like what Marvelous, teaches and his experiences, 98%. And then the other 2% is just I don't know. So you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't give you a full 100% because I still have questions. You know what I'm saying? For me to get
I appreciate the 50%, homie.
Yeah, but I trip on everything that both of you guys talk about and have been through, and I've always called in to say, you know what? I've seen some of the stuff that you guys have gone through. People try to, smut up your name, and you guys stood your guys' ground, and I appreciate that. So, you know what I'm saying? And for who you guys are as a man and an individual.
I appreciate
But my
that.
statement is this: after we're just watching the show right now, oh man! So the elections, like I said, I was going to open up and ask if you guys voted, but Tony already answered that and whatnot. But my thing is this: they've always talked about having a chip, and Marvelous, you were talking right now about how we're going to get a certain amount of food. I think we're already there.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the credit card in your pocket, and then they were talking about how we're going to be controlled by a device. I don't think it's going to be necessarily implanted into our and some people already have it where it's implanted into their skin, so it's faster and easier for them. But think about it. I do it myself. Cell phones. We carry the damn chip with us, and we don't even know it. It wakes us up, tells us who's calling, appointments. Just yesterday, I was tripping out on this, man. Like I was doing homework with my son.
Your phone takes a picture with you
my wife, and I wanted to.
Every 5 seconds.
I wanted to know, hey, how long did it take, traveling from here to Utah? I wanted to find out regular things, and I didn't have to like read no more. I just Googled really quick, and it was just like, so the chip is carried with us. You know what I'm saying? If we like it or not, it's already on us. We walk up and we bleep bleep for our food. You know what I mean? Hey, do they take Apple Pay? Do they take Zelle? Like nobody. So I think we're already there. That chip is already implanted in us, and we don't even freaking know it. I watch so many times people in restaurants. Tony, you speak on it. Everyone just grabs their phone. Yeah, I mean, I was walking earlier and I was just looking into a window. I wasn't being a peep Tom or nothing, but I was at an apartment doing a job and I looked in. Kids were running around, and guess where mom and dad were?
On their
and I'm guilty of it too, on the freaking phone. You know what I'm saying? So again, I believe we're there being told what to do. And they talk about in other countries, their TikToks and their social medias teach them how to do science projects and stuff. And then here in the United States, they're showing us cats that say meow. You know what I mean? Like making us stupid, like you're saying. Right? So,
Exactly.
And Marvelous, I've called before, bro, and you tripped on some of the stuff that I've called about, bro, because I've talked about like some more crazier stuff. But again, like I said, that's my statement. My statement is we're already chipped. We're already there. So my question is that I have for you, and I'm gonna stay on the line to hear it.
Yeah.
And I opened up with let's take back the rainbow, and I've never heard this before. The way that we need to take back our land. And again, I want to say, and a lot of people say that to get mad because I'm Pocho. I was born here in California. I don't speak Spanish, bro, but like I love my raza. You know what I'm saying? I've been busted, done all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? From a neighborhood, I'm a family man now, and I work. But one of my hopes, like that rainbow that you talked about, and just if you can be real, bro, like, and again, just to show you where I'm at, Marvelous, I really believe, bro, like I could wake up, bro, without even telling the time, bro. I know that the we're north and south, and again, I'm in Ventura County, bro. I'm a couple miles from the beach. Like, I'm in tune, bro, with what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And again, we're told, bro, we're literally like through these politicians and all this other stuff, bro. They literally tell us, and we can see that they lie to us, bro. And there's nothing we can do about it. And I've heard other podcasts recently where they're talking about elections, and this person said this, and I called in and I told them, look, bro, I've talked to very smart people that I look up to, and at the end of the day, I understand I got to raise my kids, take care of what I want to say, like, and not my White House and my government is under my roof.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And with my
Fucking
family, those are
jam
my
right there.
battles. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
So like, I was like, so all this crazy shit going on in the world. What do we do about it right now? Being young and brown, you know, came up in the neighborhood. I got a clear state of mind. No longer am I doing drugs and all that other stuff. Like, what do we do about it ourselves? Okay, yeah, we can go march and picket and boycott and all this other crazy shit. But what can I do now? You know what I'm saying? Fuck the voting. What can we do? You know what I'm saying? So that kind of leads into my question, bro, is
do you really believe in our lifetime, me and you and Tony and all the viewers, do you think us as brown people, bro, because you don't see us this matters and that matters and my rights and my privilege. Like, no, what we do is we continue to work, we plant, we grow, we, you know what I mean? We take care of our families, we cook, we barbecue, you know what I'm saying? Because that's just in our blood.
Yeah.
But, and I feel like without even getting involved in politics, because fuck that shit, I don't know if I can cuss or not, that's already like a puppet move, you know what I'm saying? It's already going to happen the way it's supposed to, but.
Man, you should be up here, homie.
How can I?
All good, bro.
I'm just asking, like, do you think in our lifetime, bro, we're really going to be seen as the brown people and the strong indigenous background that we come from, bro? Like, this country was built on us. This world was built on us all the way around. Like, do you think we'll see that in our lifetime, bro? Or do you think it's just going to continue us being lied on?
Okay, let him answer, and then we got to take another call. Go ahead.
Okay, so I believe that we are the beginning of our prophecy, which is the awakening, bro. I believe that what I'm doing on this platform, what Tony's doing on this platform, and whoever else is out there conducting themselves a certain way, going back to our moral system and how we conduct ourselves, and this message that is in your brain already, homie, like you just feel this frequency, you already know. Like people call me up all the time, every fucking day, bro. They call me up and they ask me like, "Hey, Marvelous man, when I heard you talking and this and that and that and this, and I knew it was fucking facts because I looked it up and this and that." But it's not me, bro. It's the message, the message that's in tune with you already. You're an indigenous person already,
and you're passing that frequency on.
Yeah, you're passing that frequency.
You're passing that fire.
It's like your mom going outside, you know, back in the days late at night when the street lights go on and she's calling you, "Mijo, it's time to come in." That's what our Most High is doing right now. He's calling us. Hey, it's time to gather up. It's time to gather up. Wake the fuck up, and this is what you got to do. And what we gotta do,
get left or get right.
Homie, that's what we gotta do.
Or get right or get left.
Yeah, take these little things away from your kids for count fucking minutes, homie. Do it for 5 minutes a day, then do it for 10 minutes a day. You know, sit down and fucking look at your son, your daughter in the face. Ask them what their goals are. Set boundaries for them. Set moral codes for them. Tell them how it was for you to grow back in the days. Have them actually have a conversation with their grandparents if they're still around. Because those are the ones that are really giving us our wisdom from back in their days, and look at how many of them are left. There's not a lot left, bro. A lot of our grandparents died off from this bullshit that's going around. You know, the supposed whatever the fuck, right? Yeah. How many people can sit down?
And I'm gonna end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to, Marvelous, I'm going to actually replay this, and I'm going to ask my kids those questions that you just asked me right now. Like, I really am, like, dead ass. I'm going to sit down with each one of them, and I'm going to go over that with them, right? Because I feel like, again, that I heard that.
Tell them, homie. Tell them. You know, every week at the end of the week, homie, sit your kids down and tell them, I want you to teach me something. Teach me something that you think I don't know, even if I do know it. Teach it to me. And I'm going to show you something. And each of your kids, your daughter do the same thing. Your son do the same thing. So you guys learn one fucking thing a week till you do it once a day.
Too, just like spread that knowledge.
Yeah, bro. They say, you know, in our cultura, it took the village to raise our kids. You know, it wasn't single parents. It wasn't just the mom and dad.
You mentioned grandparents.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to cut you off, but I want to jump on to the next one. And really quick, I want to end with this because, again, this was something that was put on my heart. And I hope the listeners really hear this. You mentioned grandparents. Like, I didn't have that. So, and I never met my father. And again, I opened up and I said, my name's Luna, bro. And I really feel like it's the moon, bro. Like, I have that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and so I searched, bro. And again, I've called in before and I've talked to you guys. And at one point I searched, why do we put the Christmas tree? Why do we light firecrackers? Why do we the Easter bunny? And I searched those things and I found my answers. You know, I think to the reason why we put Christmas presents under a Christmas tree. Because again, as a dad, I had to start doing that stuff. And I was like, why the hell do I ask my wife? And then I asked myself, why do I got to chop down this damn tree and bring it in? And then I looked it up. You know what I mean? The triangle, the star on the top, the present on the bottom. Like, all right, cool. And then the fireworks. And I got curious, bro, after I got out of that certain lifestyle or whatnot.
Right,
but I wanted to end with this on the grandparents. And I hope your listeners hear this really quick is like, again, I didn't hear my dad, you know what I'm saying? But here I am a dad. And, you know what I'm saying? And I want my kids to be better than I am. And I'm already broke that chain, I guess is what I can say. I broke that generational curse. Like, I'm in my kids' life. Am I the best child? But what I wanted to share with, and this is something that I believe, bro, and I hope any listener that has any problems with their parents, which I do as well too, or their grandparents, like our tios and our uncles and people that were, born in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, they're going to be passing away right now, but they carry that exact same, that gym, and that those, our grandparents, bro, they could sit down and tell us stories, bro, of how they crossed and they built and they planted and they got through, you know what I'm saying, and did movements. But I wanted to say that generation is dying off, and we are now going to become those grandparents, those tios, and those uncles. And if we don't do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's bad, bro. It's bad. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's naturally in us to stand up and fight, bro. So thank you, Tony. Thank you, Marvelous. And good luck tonight, man.
Thank you, homie. Homie, respect.
That was a good caller right there.
That was a good caller, but it was 11 minutes. And
oh, shit.
Yeah, it was 11 minutes. So I'm just mindful of everybody else trying to call. Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
What's up, fellas? It's the Snowman from San Pedro.
Snowman from the harbor area, San Pedro. What's good, my bro?
Man, that last caller, got my skin shivering. I'm with them. It's time to stand up. They took De La Hoya from me, with those pictures of him in women's clothes. Aaron Hernandez, the tight end, you know what I mean, with the Netflix documentary.
Yeah.
A-Rod with the steroids accusation. It's like nobody, as a kid, everybody that I looked up to, it's like, they took them away from me. And, I just want to thank you guys for doing your thing, because, you're somebody we could look up to in the culture, and keep doing your thing.
Thank you, my brother.
That's why I called.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Hey, but with that being said, what you said, I want to piggyback off that, homie. A lot of us idolize all these people to be a form of a father figure for us, and they're supposed to set the standard for us. But why don't you become the standard? Why don't you become that person of everything that you want your kids to be? You know what I mean? Let's not say, hey, look at that badass fucking player right there, but show them how to play. Now look at that badass fighter right there, but show them how to fight. Look at that smart guy right there, but you teach your kids something. So thank you for sharing, homie. I appreciate you.
Yeah, most definitely. And I'll try to, be a social figure, out here in these streets. But yeah, you guys are definitely somebody to look up to, and you guys are moving the right way, so then we can move the right way out here in the streets.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, my bro.
Appreciate you, homie.
Last name Contreras, first name Box. I need you to call in, homeboy. I need you to call in. Okay? You got some splaining to do. Let's go. Caller, your name? Where are you calling from?
Michoacán, Tony.
Hello?
Yeah, Tony, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Michoacán.
Michoacán. What's up, my brother? Hey, can I ask you what part of Michoacán? Zacapo, or where are you from?
Hell yeah. Morelia. Another big team in the house.
All good, my bro. What's good, man? You got a question?
Yeah. First of all, I just want to thank you for being there for our people, you know what I mean? Because, I'm talking about people, geez, I mean, we don't have a voice, you know what I mean? And you're out there and you're doing your thing, and I just appreciate you, man. And
muchas gracias, carnal.
I want to thank Marvelous, because he hasn't started the challenge yet, but he's teaching people, you know what I mean? Through your channel.
Yes, sir.
I know that once the ball gets rolling, then he'll be doing his thing, and it's so good. Much love, Marvelous. You're the homie.
I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And so I'm going to get straight to my question now. I don't know if is there a way, Marvelous? It's a question for you. I forgot to mention.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's a way that you can see. What happens is that I'm fighting kids, right? I'm trying to get back to the thing, but I know that they can get the vaccine in order to be able to do something legally. You know what I mean? And I don't know if there's a way that you can refuse to have vaccine, or is it mandatory? I don't know if you have any intel on that.
I'm so sorry, homie. That if there's a way to, what are you trying to do?
See, I'm trying to get back to the thing, right? The legal way. and but they want you to get the vaccine in order for you to be traveling back and forth. You know what I mean? So I don't know if there's a way that you can like refuse the vaccine. You know what I mean?
You're talking about the vaccine.
Oh, okay.
Trying to get back to the States, but they want him to take the vaccine.
You know what?
Is there a way around?
You know what, bro? Man, if you could just get here, do whatever you. I mean, not that. Don't do that, bro. But whatever else you can do to get here, homie. Not that. Don't do that. Don't submit yourself to that shit. Don't do it, bro. Please don't do it.
Yeah.
I haven't done it. Like I don't believe in it.
Yeah.
And when I heard you speaking about it, it blew my mind. I was like, man, all this stuff that I had in my head, homeboy's speaking about it right now.
Yeah.
And I don't really want it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it almost seems like they force you to do it, you know?
Yeah. And stay focused on what's gonna happen, bro. You know, not to scare off anybody that has taken it or whatever, you know. But people researched everything what's in the first, second one, especially the third one. I mean, it's not cool, man. You know, so. Just, I mean, don't do it, bro. Don't do that.
All good. Thank you, caller.
I appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
And muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias, carnal. Yes, sir. Last name Contreras, first name Box. I need you to call in, bro. I need you to call in. You call in 6 times a show. Carnal, I need you to call in. You got some splaining to do. Okay? Caller, your name, or where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, guys? This is me, Eddie, again from Pasadena, and I have a question for both of you, but I want to start off with Marvelous. So, Marvelous, are you still doing that whole clothing donation thing, or like, accepting like clothing donations from like people that ask you questions about it?
Yeah, bro. That's every month. Every month I do that. I don't promote it. Like, I mean. Like, I guess, like, you know, everybody goes on camera and puts on their film. I don't do none of that, bro. And I was really hesitant about even voicing myself on what I do. But yeah, bro, you know, I accept a lot of clothing that people want to donate or whatever. But more than that, bro, I mean, I barely started doing that. But more than that, I donate every month. You know what I mean? So if you know a family that's in need of shoes or clothes, and hey, shoot them my way, homie. Or, you know.
Or like what I was having in mind, like, yeah, I understand what you mean by you want to keep it under the radar and everything. Like, I have like a ton of clothes that that I pretty much don't use anymore. I just have it left there, just collecting dust, I guess. And I want to like at least give it to use to like whoever is in need. And I was wondering do you like even like accept it or know anybody that is in need of that kind of clothing to donate, or what can I do to help?
Yeah, definitely, bro.
Like I try.
If you have Instagram, bro, you could call me direct on my cell phone, homie. And even if you want, I mean, you can even go with me, bro. You can go with me to meet one of the families or whoever I do give it to, and you could give it to them. You know, it's not coming from me; it's coming from you, bro. You know. So, I mean, you could meet one of the families or whatever, or whoever we go. Even if we end up at Skid Row, you know what I mean? You're still giving from your heart. You know what I mean? From your spirit, bro. And that's all they appreciate. Yeah. They appreciate that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I tried contacting you. Like, I've tried contacting your cell phone before, and you didn't like really answer. And I understand you have a busy schedule. So
you know what? Are you the 626 number?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
okay.
me. I'm from Pasadena.
Okay, I got you, bro. I'll give you a call after the show. My bad. Yeah, I had some issues with a stalker. That's why some wig lady.
Nah, I mean,
like, damn, sending me all kinds of shit. Man.
Hey, caller, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna screenshot your number right now, and I'm gonna give it to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Tony.
You got it.
I still haven't finished my question with Tony.
Okay.
I want to ask you, like, what's your thoughts about the wig lady being on these podcasts, like this recent one, Street Pulse?
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just say that these people are desperate for views, and these are one of the podcasts that I'm actually talking about, that they will do anything for views. You know, instead of educating our people, blessing our people, helping our people with wisdom and knowledge, they just want to bring chisme. You know, they just want to bring gossip. You know, here's my thing. There were 2 people that interviewed her, okay? And as a matter of fact, in that interview, she wore 2 different wigs, Okay, I'm sure by now you need to go to the laundromat and wash them wigs, but that's a different story for a different podcast. Okay.
What the heck?
Now here's my thing. In those 2 interviews, they missed 2 questions. 2 questions. Okay, and they are the most important questions. Why was Tony and his son Brian acquitted? And why were you found guilty of defamation? They never answered that. All they did was ask her about the picture with the dick in her mouth. That was it. Chin nuts. So
They just
cut
to the chase.
And here's my thing. For all the people that believed her and that rode with her and that trolled me, don't even apologize. Don't come back. Don't write me a fucking letter. I don't care. Okay? You guys chose sides. You guys don't even realize how fucking crazy this kook is. Okay? So I'm going to leave it at that.
True.
So, yeah.
Their true colors.
And here's my thing. It took me 2 years to finally get my date in court. And you know what? I was victorious. So, other than that, I don't know what else to say, bro. But she go ahead.
Oh, you go on. My bad. Oh, me? I was asking, like, do you think it's possible that she's setting up these podcasters, like, to like start up another similar issue like she did with you, in a sense?
Well, look, I would encourage people, and Marvelous, you know this, don't fuck with this person. Do not fuck with this person. This person will put a jacket on you in a fucking minute, okay? This person is a documented liar. There's paperwork on her. And I know she's watching right now, bro. Hopefully she doesn't find out what your Instagram is, because she'll go on 20 of her fucking fake pages and troll you.
Facts.
Okay? So do not give away your Instagram. Okay?
I won't. And
because when she sees you, she'll throw her wigs at you, bro. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. I'm just, this person.
Throw tomatoes at, and I'm going to throw tomatoes right at her.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. So she'll probably eat them. But anyways, other than that, this person is a snitch, and she's a documented liar, bro. There's paperwork on her. I don't know anybody that will fuck with somebody that's got paperwork on them. So, anyways, all right, bro. Thank you for that. Greatly appreciated. Pasadena, Haddonfield, Illinois. Michael Myers in the fucking building.
Appreciate you, bro.
Oh, and thank you, thank you for answering my question, Marvelous. I hope you and I stay in touch, like, about the whole clothing donation.
I got
thing.
you. I got you, man. I'm gonna hit you up.
All good.
All right.
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Bro.
Okay, cool. Fuck the wig lady. Last name Contreras, first name Box. I need you to call in, bro. Okay, let's go. Caller, your name, where are you calling from?
Trego from Santana.
Trego from Santana.
Checo. Anyways, I got a question for Marvelous. We're my family's Mexican, and where they're from, it's institutionalized from the Spaniards or people that conquered that side of that country. And I don't believe in I don't believe in God or Jesus Christ or whatever. And hearing him say, or Marvelous, hearing you say about the firmament, that's heaven, right? Why should or why should people that don't believe in heaven believe in that the earth is flat because of the firmament?
Well, it's not that they should believe in it, but I mean, it's the only way to travel that makes sense. The way they have their standard of traveling, bro, mathematically does not make sense on a ball earth or a spherical earth. If you did the mathematics like yourself, not saying you're dumb in any sense, bro, but if anybody would do a destinational math equation on how to get from here to Alaska or how to get here from to Japan or whatever, it would never make sense on a spherical earth. The mathematics do not make sense, but on a flat earth they make total sense. So that's
another thing.
Yeah.
I've heard you speak before about that, and one of your arguments was why doesn't a spaceship go straight up into outer space, right?
Right.
And the belief of NASA or the belief of a spaceship going out of space, it has to go at an angle, otherwise it'd be destroyed. Am I wrong on that?
That a spaceship would have to go at an angle, or else it would be destroyed. How would that work though? Why would it be destroyed if it went
to go out of space, to go out of the orbit?
Right. How would
it would have to go at an angle, otherwise, because of the speed of
because the speed.
I guess.
Go for it.
The speed that the Earth is traveling, wouldn't it have to go at an angle to exit orbit?
No. So if you're saying that, then we would literally have to leave the Earth. We would have to leave the Earth bucking backwards all the time. And if the moment that we did leave the Earth would leave us. It would be gone at the mile rate that it's going. That it would be fucking gone. We would never be able to make it back to our Earth. We would never be able to make it back, bro, because our spaceship would not be able to go at the rate of speed that the Earth is traveling at.
Okay. So, I don't have social media, but what's the best way of contacting you and having a conversation about that?
Okay. Yeah, cool. I'd rather do that.
Hold on. Let me say, on the description of this video, even if you don't have Instagram, on the description, click description. It'll say Marvelous Instagram. Click on that. It'll take you to his page. Even though you don't have Instagram, you could write down his number. It's in his bio. That's how you can contact him.
Okay.
So
hey, what's your name again, bro?
Checo.
All right, Checo. So I want because I wanted everybody to hear your name and where you're calling from, because you're asking this question and we're gonna have this conversation. So when I could have you call back in after I give you all the information and you could tell everybody what you think, so everybody remembers that it's Checo from where again?
Santana.
Okay, cool.
Santana.
All right, homie. Thank you for your question, bro. I appreciate you, dog.
Checo. Yo.
I appreciate your time. Yeah,
Checo.
Go ahead.
I know why they call you Checo.
Why?
Because they be checking fools.
Be checking vatos out there, huh?
I just want to know the truth, but man, that's it.
All right, bro. Stay blessed, homie.
Hey, I'm gonna give you a call. I appreciate your time.
Yes,
Hopefully,
sir.
Guys.
Okay. Let's go. We got about 10 more minutes. Y ya estuvo. So, let's go. All right. It's still not box. Okay. Caller, your name or where you calling from?
What's up, fellas? Calling from Bell Gardens, Chente.
Chente. Like Vicente.
Yeah, that's right. I got a question from Marvelous.
What's up, homie?
I just want to get your take on mermaids.
Honestly, bro, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. I really don't believe in it, homie. I don't. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, people come up with videos and shit like that. And, I mean, I never see no real proof of anything. I know it's folk tale, just like, you know, duendes or the little people that live in the trees. And actually, another conspiracy that's come to the forefront is the trees walking. I don't know if you've seen the forest, like videos of forest that they leave cameras out there to take pictures of like bears and shit. And they'll actually show a tree walking to go be with another tree or some shit like that. It's crazy. But nah, I never seen nothing like that.
Well, according to Loteria, mermaids are Mexican.
What about the new Disney movie? Isn't she black?
Well, maybe.
Yeah, because I've seen like videos of like the wolf man, like a wolf mixed with a human being.
Yeah, I seen that too.
That was, I think.
So I was just, it looks pretty real to me,
Yeah.
But I kind of believe, like, we can mix it.
Yeah, maybe I mean, there might have been a hybrid, homie. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, here
I have one more request to keep it short.
Yeah. All right, go. But let me answer this about mermaid. Okay. If there are really mermaids, you have to have gills to live in the sea. Gills, okay? You can't have lungs.
If you have gills.
Well, you can't have, it's got to be either or, okay?
But what if she went to Ursula and sold her soul?
Okay, now you're talking about movies, okay?
Hey, but what if that's real?
Okay, well, I don't believe that that's real. You're either going to have gills or lungs. So if you have gills, you can't live outside of the sea. If you have lungs, you can't live inside of the sea. So what do they have?
Okay, so same thing like with the Earth, right?
Right.
The sun is made of fire, supposedly.
Right.
And outside in space, there's no oxygen.
Okay.
What does fire need to retain itself?
You tell me.
Oxygen.
Okay. So what is your point?
That we live on a flat Earth covered by a firmament.
I know a bunch of dudes with a flat chest. But anyways, that's a different subject. So anyways, all right, let's go, bro. Thank you, Carnal. Appreciate you. Did you have another question? Or
Yeah, I have one more request.
All right, quickly.
I just want to say, get Immortal Technique. I think it'll be quite interesting with Marvelous.
Dope.
All right, thanks. Have a good night.
Appreciate you, homie.
All right, let's go. Let's see. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
What's up, Big J again, bro, from Arizona?
Big J from Arizona. What's good, bro? You got a question? Make it quick, my bro.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. You know how? I believe in marriage, but I tell all my friends not to get married because what they have corrupted, the government has corrupted everybody, and we're all just pretty much just brainwashed, and we all ate all that shit up, you know?
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask Marvelous, what else do you think that they have corrupted that belongs?
I didn't get the last part.
No, it just cut
Oh,
off.
what else do you think? What else do you think the government has corrupted that belongs to God besides the rainbow and marriage?
Man, everything, bro. Everything. They've manipulated the whole Torah, the all scriptures, the Mosaic law. I wouldn't know where to start, bro. Everything that you could come up with yourself, it's been manipulated.
Well,
it's ass backwards.
Okay, just let's look at television. Okay, television. Whether it's cartoons or sitcoms, it's always like the man is the idiot, and the woman is the leader or the smart one. It's like she's the alpha. Or in Spanish, we would say mandilon. Okay. That is setting up our next generation or generations to come as the woman runs the house, the man is being stripped of his masculinity.
Right.
If you look at scripture, God, man, wife, children. That's the order.
What? Say it again.
God, man, woman, children. Okay. Before Adam had a marriage, you know who he had a relationship with?
Who?
God.
Okay.
Okay. Then God presented the first marriage was between man and woman. Okay. Then he had children. So you look at it: God, man, woman, children.
Right.
So now, so people always say this, and I'm gonna knock it out the ballpark with this one. Okay.
All right. Let's see.
I'm about to do a grand slam on this one.
Go for it, homie.
Okay. People always say, Jesus never talked about gay marriage. And I've seen this plenty of times. Jesus never talked about man-on-man marriage. Jesus never talked about woman and woman marriage. You know why? Because he didn't have to. Because he defined the marriage. He said from the beginning, man was given to woman and woman was given to man. And they both became one. And today in this world, we're trying to change that. We took God's promise as the rainbow and we've perverted it. And I'll probably get canceled after this, but I don't give a fuck. At least I'll go out with a grand slam, homie. So once again, marriage is between man and woman.
Facts. Not him, her, he, she, whatever the fuck you want to identify as.
Yeah. So hopefully that helps you, bro.
So I have a question for Marvelous, though. You know how you were talking about the flat Earth? I have a question.
Yeah.
How is that important, or why is that important, whether the Earth is flat or round? I mean, I get what you're saying, but my question is like, why is that so important?
Because it shows us that there was a creator. There was a creator, and we're not just fucking some science explosion, bro. Like somebody actually created us and created a firmament to protect us.
Right. I believe in the creator. I believe that God created us. It just kind of just threw me off about the whole flat Earth and.
Well, think about it like this: pre 1940s, it would have thrown everybody off. If you were talking about a spherical Earth, they would have looked at you like, and everybody would have looked at you like, lock this fucking dude up. Yeah, they would have stoned you.
Right.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
No, yeah, for sure.
Not with marijuana.
Yeah, our generations have been manipulated, and I believe a lot through hypnosis, bro. They use this television to hypnotize us through the frequency that's being emitted to us. I really believe that shit. I show people on some of my lives all the time. I'm blocked from my lives on Instagram now, but on my lives, the forms of hypnosis that they do. And people on the Instagram, they don't believe in it, but they get hypnotized when they're giving their answers.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? They're like, how the fuck did you do that? How did you do that? And I show them, this is how it's done.
Yeah.
Bro, it's crazy. So if I could do that shit, and I'm just a fucking dude from East LA, imagine what they can do.
Yeah.
With the stuff that they got.
Thank you, caller.
Appreciate you, bro.
Oh yeah, no, totally different level, higher level for
homie.
sure.
Thank you, homie,
Yes,
for your
sir.
question.
All right. Thank you. Somebody's got to stand up for us, and somebody's got to stand up for traditional marriage. So this is the last call right here. Last call for alcohol. Caller, your name or where you calling from. You are the last caller.
I'm from Gilroy, California, up north.
Gilroy.
Okay. Thank you, bro. Thank you for calling in, being a part of the show. You got a question? You're the last caller.
Definite question. You both have kids, right?
Yes.
How would you respond to your kids if they ever came up to you and told you that, you know what, Dad, I'm gay?
Right. Was that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like how would you respond?
Can you do me a favor, bro, and turn on your television before I answer this? Because I'm going to address this first. I'm going to address this first, and it's going to be a very controversial answer. Okay? And again, this is probably going to get me canceled, but at least I spoke up for what I believe is right and what I believe is true. Okay?
Get it, homie.
I guarantee you that the answer that I'm going to give you, you probably never heard before. Guarantee you.
Okay. Okay, go.
First and foremost, I do want to say this, that number one, we continue to love them. We continue to love them unconditionally. We love them, we embrace them.
Right.
That doesn't mean we have to love what they're doing. But we love them, okay?
Gotcha.
And then, I don't know if you're still with your wife or the mother of your kid, but I will say this. Continue to display that love openly and publicly. That you love your wife or you love your girlfriend. The mother of this child, whether it's a boy or a girl. Okay. Now, let's go back to the very beginning. And this is where I get my beliefs and my morals from, and that's the scriptures. Okay. In the very beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and he said, let there be light, let there be this, let there be that, let there be that. And I'm paraphrasing Genesis chapter 1. Okay. One thing he didn't say, let there be seed. He already put seed on the ground. Seed began to bloom, it began to flourish. If you take an apple and you cut it in half, you take a seed out. Within that one seed, you have bark, you have roots, you have a tree, you have branches, you have leaves, and you have another fruit. Right in that one seed, all you got to do is plant it, and it will reproduce itself. He put seed, in food so that it can reproduce itself, okay? And after that, he said, and it was good. Then what he did, he put seed in animals. Why? So that they can reproduce themselves. And then after that, he said, and it was good. And when he said it was good, in the Hebrew language, it doesn't necessarily mean like when you eat a hamburger, you say, that was good. That word actually means it was doing what it was created to do. It was doing what it was created to do. So now he put seed in man. And he did not give man, I'm just going to be blunt in what I believe, another man, he gave man a woman. So that they can reproduce themselves. So now here it is here. If it cannot reproduce, it's not a part of God's plan. That is something that needs to be taught to our children. But we need to continue to love them meanwhile they're going through this. Okay? I can keep going on, but again, this is something that I can teach at least an hour's worth that I'm giving to you in a nutshell. If it cannot reproduce itself, it is not a part of God's plan. So all I'm going to say is whoever's out there and they feel that they're battling with this, just continue to love your children unconditionally. That doesn't mean you have to accept the way they live. But verbally and affectionately, you show them that you still love them. Do you tell them that you disagree? Yes, absolutely. Possibly without even arguing. But at least telling them, I don't agree, but I love you, and I will do anything for you, and I will give my life for you. I just do not agree with this mijo or mija. Hopefully that helped you, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. Tonight's show was fire as ass. I swear to God, tonight's show was such a giving of knowledge to all our people for sure. Exactly how I feel. Exactly how I feel. You're right.
Thank you, man.
I may agree, may not agree, but I love my daughter. Absolutely, 100% agree with everything that's going on in this world. It is foul, malicious. They're trying to kill us at every opportunity. And as brothers and sisters, we have to stand strong. And in the call that was on earlier, it was delightful to hear that fucking intelligence. It was great. Yep. And I pray for both of you to keep on doing what you're doing. Tonight's podcast was fucking spectacular, and I thank you both.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, bro.
I greatly appreciate it, bro. I only share what's in my heart, bro. If people can accept it or reject it, but I'm only giving you truth. So,
yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%. You both you gentlemen have a great night.
You too, bro.
Have a blessed one. That was the last caller, and we are out of here. And now we get to take off these pretty headphones. Okay, cool. Marvelous. What did you think about that answer?
I think it was great, bro. It was a great answer. You know, a lot of people just push their kids away, and they're like, "Get the fuck out of here," then, or they'll disown them and shit.
And I'm gonna say this, okay? If you're a parent out there listening, the last thing you ever want to call your son or your daughter, you fucking faggot or you fucking lesbian. You don't want to fucking do that. You may not agree with their life, but you embrace them and you love them. That doesn't mean you have to accept their lifestyle, but you let them know that you're just honest with them, man. So that's my thing. Even if your son's gangbanging, even if your son's slanging dope, embrace them and love them. So, other than that, we got super chats, right? Yeah. Okay. Last name Contreras, first name Box. You never called in, bro. You got some explaining to do. Go ahead, Norbert. I think Norbert might be a better reader than Alex. You guys let us know in the live chat.
They're going to give it to you, homie.
It really depends on how they write it.
Exactly.
Okay, Badass Writer donated $1.99. GoTo supports SPM. That's all.
Really? Is that a fact, or
that's what Badass Writer put.
Damn.
Ralph 707 put in $5. Hey Tony, if you would ask Toker from Brownside one question, what would it be?
Wow, that's a good one. Okay, one question. I believe he has children. Say that before his passing happened, I would ask him, do you love your son? It's a dumb question. It's a rhetorical question, because I know he would say yes. And I would say, live for him. Live for him. Because your son needs you.
Yeah.
It's more than this music. Live for him. So that's what I would tell him. It's not necessarily a question, but I would, yes. And I say that to all the fathers out there. Live for your children, because let me tell you something. You may not like my answer, but if we do not father our kids, Marvelous, the world will.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So
I think like this, bro, that I tell people to treat every day or even moments, homie, like if it was your last.
Yeah.
So if you're on a live, doing a live, if you're at home taking a selfie of yourself, or you're treating yourself to a dinner, like just pretend it was the last hour that you had. Are you still gonna make that decision, or would you go back and be like, you know what, I'm gonna go pick up my son and have lunch with him,
right,
or I'm gonna do that with this person, or I'm gonna, hey Tony, how are you doing today? I just want to tell you I got love for you, homie.
Absolutely. You know what, Marvelous? Because there's gonna come a day where we're gonna get old. We may be a hospice, we don't know, and we're gonna wish we did things with our kids, or with friends, or with family. That now we're thinking we should have just took the time. So do it now. Go ahead, bro.
Polo Bear put in $5. I seen the same chrome orb driving through Central Valley a year ago. Andres Larios dropped $4.99. What's up, Marvelous and Tony? What do y'all think about holidays and birthdays? Do you guys celebrate them? If not, what is the reason to it?
Do we celebrate holidays and birthdays? Yeah, I do it. Look, I'm going to be real with you. That's the way my mother raised me, okay? Marvelous, I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to be honest with the public. Growing up, did I know what 4th of July stood for? No. You know what? I was just a Mexican kid raised in a Mexican home, and we said, vamos a prender cohetes. We're going to light fireworks. Halloween, you know what we thought? We never said, hallelujah to Satan. You know what we said? We're going to get candies at the doors. We're going to go to people's house. They're going to give us free candies. Thanksgiving, did we know the meaning? No. You know what? Turkey, one time a year. Family, Christmas, we get free gifts. That's how we saw it, bro. That's how we saw it. Now, do I know the true meanings of it? Yes, but I will say this. I'm not going to take that away from my grandbabies because they don't know. When they get older, I'll educate them. I will. If I lived in a third world country, will we be celebrating this? No. But you know what? I've known people that have come from third world countries. And you know when they came? During Halloween time. And you know what they said? Wait, all you got to do is go to somebody's house and they'll give you free candy? That's the way they saw it. Did they know the true meaning behind it? No. I don't know. You want to add to that, bro?
I don't celebrate them like I used to do it. Like I'm not in the so-called spirit of any holiday anymore for knowing the true meanings. But I mean, I do miss that child in me that used to fucking love to wake up to, you know, the opening presents and shit like that. As far as birthdays and shit like that, I don't even celebrate that like that. I do try to do nice things for, like, if it's my son's birthday or whatever, throughout the month. Like, not just that day. Like, you should do nice things for them or buy them things, like, regardless. You know what I mean?
And always remember, when we say Thanksgiving, we're thankful for everything. Bro.
Yeah.
We're thankful for everything. So, next one.
Moises Carreras dropped $10. Love listening to you both. Keep doing what you guys are doing. May God continue to bless you both.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, my brother.
Polo Bear dropped another $2. Raider fans get drunk and snort hot dogs.
They probably do.
Snort hot dogs?
Or they take shots with hot dog water.
Oh, that's nasty as shit.
Go ahead.
Polo Bear dropped another $2. Aifu's mukbang culo. I don't know if I said that right.
Whatever the fuck that means.
Anyways,
go ahead.
Culo.
All right.
Ruben dropped $1.99. He said they can manipulate the weather with HARP system.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Polo Bear dropped another $2. Ruben manipulates drunk vatos.
Okay. Yeah.
That was I'm guessing he's talking about the last super chat. His name was Ruben.
Okay, go ahead.
Carlos Cruz dropped $1.99. What sample do you think is overrated and underrated?
Sample?
Mass sample.
Music, right?
Yeah, music.
Oh, music sample. Impeach the President by the Honey Drippers. That was one of Dr. Dre's favorite samples. Here's another one of his samples, Funky Drummer by James Brown. It's just been overused. Those two samples are probably the foundation of hip-hop. Those two samples. Impeach the President by the Honey Drippers and Funky Drummer by James Brown.
Cool. All right. Christian Barajas dropped $1.99. Thoughts on new Oculus game kills you in real life?
Oh, I heard something about. I don't know about it, but I heard about it. I can't answer nothing on it.
It's a virtual reality thing, and it kills you if you die in it.
Oh, it's one of those, like, so if you die in that game, you die in real life?
Yeah.
Who says that?
They made it so it explodes when you die.
Something that hits you and both sides of the head, supposedly the temple, and not like.
Who in the fuck's gonna take that chance?
There's a rumor saying.
Fucking dumbass motherfuckers.
For real.
They're gonna get celebrities $100 million whoever wins.
Fuck those assholes. Go ahead.
All right.
You know, wait,
Hey, like
hold
that
on.
movie, The Running Man. Remember The Running Man?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Dale.
All right. Pedro Alagues dropped $4.99. Can you explain the 12 tribes of Israel and the story of Jacob and Esau?
Esau.
Like Esau.
The That's too long, bro. That's
Bro,
Like
you're
when-
asking for a
like
fucking
when
4-hour
you-
Bible study.
when you did it beautifully with Loco and Luck and the Synagogue of Satan.
Oh, yeah, right away. Yeah.
Hit me up on my DM for that.
The answer is poof. There it is. Like, bro, I appreciate, honestly, you dropping, but you're asking for like a 4-month Bible study and all that.
No, hit me up on my DM for sure, though, bro. I appreciate it.
Brian A. dropped 199. Where can I get more info about Zebulun tribe?
Zebulon.
Tribe.
Hit me up on my DM.
You know what? I will say this, that most raza, a lot of people don't know this. Okay. We have more Hebrew names than anybody else, bro. Okay. Just think about that for a second. Let that one marinate. Let's go.
Raymond Torres, do you believe, drop $2. Do you believe the water wars are coming?
The water wars? I don't know.
Unless you buy a water gun. I don't know, bro.
Don Perruco dropped $4.99. Do you guys know about Adam 22 and who he is and the agenda he has and who his dad worked for? If not, look it up ASAP. Shout out to the vet Pura Sangre Corra.
No, but I will say this, that Whack 100 and his team called him out on that one. Mijo, what's that one phone call? The Clubhouse. They called him out on his weird pedophile Twitter messages. They called him out. One of them was, let's fuck the kids.
Oh, shit.
That was one of his Twitter messages. Like, I would rather like fucking an 11-year-old boy on some bullshit. Look it up.
All those people on that podcast, all the raza or black, they need to leave that fucking podcast and start their own shit.
Yeah. So, yeah. So a lot of those people on the Whack 100 podcast called him out on that shit. And he was like, the Clubhouse, well, you know, I was quoting the movie. And here's my thing. As a man, if you're quoting a movie, why would you put "let us fuck the kids"? Why would you do that, bro?
He's gonna have some lame ass excuse.
You know, his excuse was that he was quoting the movie. Jeez. Oh yeah, I was quoting the movie. Wasn't that in quotation marks, bro? Anybody can fucking do that. Just put quotation marks and say you were quoting a fucking movie, but he never gave the movie. So
crazy.
Anyway, then you got this fucking fat hippo looking fucking kid on their interviewing Raza now. You know, and all he's doing is using him to attract Raza to come on his fucking platform. You know, so you know what? Guys like you have sold out. If not, call me. Go ahead, bro.
Eric 90731 dropped 199 to say Norby for president from the Snowman.
Norby's
president for what?
Everything. Badass writer dropped 199. Shout out my homie Flaco, a convict perspective.
Well, hold on. Let's talk about that. Who is Flaco, bro?
I don't know. He just has his podcast, but that's who, like, what the whole controversy was over with. What the fuck's that dude's name? Weddle.
Okay.
Weddle. So
now, allegedly, he was an informant.
Well, yeah, allegedly. I mean, he says it on his. I think
he
it's
admits it.
Yeah, he says that about him wearing a wire and stuff like that. So,
okay.
I mean, I haven't seen the video, so I don't know, but that's what's
okay.
said.
Well, I'm not going to speak on it, but
yeah, I don't know.
Let's go.
Enrique Ledesma dropped 199. Address the issue with the box.
Well, you want to go first?
Nah, bro. You go.
No, last name Contreras, first name Box. I need you to call in. He never called in. He always calls in. He called in one time 6 times. Okay, first and foremost, I never even met this guy. He's called here several times. He's admitted to talk to Hood Stocks. He's talked to American Cholo. He's talked to different podcasts. And the whole thing was that he finally called like this low budget ass podcast and they asked him, what were you in jail for? He said, I did like 10 years or whatever. And they asked him, like, what did you go to jail for? He goes, I'd rather not talk about it. Okay. My thing is this, Marvelous. You've been in jail before, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Can you tell us what you went in jail for?
Yeah.
Tell us. Speak into the mic.
Fuck. Strong arm robbery, a bunch of attempted murders, a bunch of shit, bro.
Okay,
I mean,
fair enough. Me, when I went to LP, breaking into a fucking school and pissing on the fucking teacher's desk. That's what I did. I was a kid.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I went to county for $17,000 worth of warrants for cutting people off, not wearing a fucking seatbelt, tinted windows, whatever. I don't have a problem saying that because I did my fucking time. That's it.
Yeah.
So they pressed the issue on him and they asked him, what did you go to jail for? I don't want to say that. I'm all about positivity. I'm all about unity. I'm all about education. Well, why wouldn't you say? And he just wouldn't say. So to me, being still living in my neighborhood, I just thought, like, why can't you just say it, bro? Like, if you slapped the fuck out of some dude and did 5 fucking years, if you pointed a gun at somebody and did a couple of years, I get it.
So the point being that he should just clear the air.
That's it, bro.
You know,
just clear the air box, clear the air. That's it. So, you know. So
all right, NorCal Mex for Trump dropped $5. Keep doing the damn thing. All right, Hands On dropped $19.99. Tony, why do you seem serious in the Freaky Tales podcast, but on Roadium Radio it seems like you enjoy it more? And Marvelous, do you think we'll be living like scavengers fighting for survival in the near future?
Okay, read the first question, because that's 2 questions.
All right. Tony, why do you seem serious in the Freaky Tales podcast, but on Roadium it seems like you enjoy it more?
Okay, I actually enjoy Freaky Tales more. I really do. And I'm going to tell you why. See, when it comes to Freaky Tales, here's what I do. So, Marvelous, do you have any paranormal experiences? I try to sound a little bit more serious. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay? Because you have white people and you have Asians that have podcasts that talk about paranormal shit.
Right.
And here's what they do. Dude, this lady said that she saw a ghost butt naked run from the bathroom to her room. Like, oh my God. Okay. My thing is this. If you're going to talk about people's experiences, be a little bit more fucking sensitive and serious.
Damn.
Look, let me tell you something, Marvelous. Say your daughter who I met.
Right.
Respectfully, say she says, I believe I saw a ghost. This ghost tormented me. I couldn't sleep for 6 years. It always appeared in my room. That's something serious, bro. It really affected her. Dude, this one little girl talked about this little ghost. Like, do you believe that?
You know what's funny, bro? One of the funniest things I heard. What if you went to other countries and shit and other ethnicities, and do the ghosts have the accent of that lineage? Yeah. Like in India, they say boo? You know what I mean?
Boo!
Boo!
Get the fuck out of here! You know. So my thing is this: when it's something serious, there's nothing to joke about. That's why I see more serious on Freaky Tales. But you got these motherfuckers that get crazy fucking views. Seriously, dude, would you sleep in that motherfucking room? I wouldn't. Would you? Like, I'm like, you fucking pieces of shit. Anyways, so that's why I take Freaky Tales more serious, because I take paranormal serious. So that's I throw on my fucking Alfred Hitchcock voice.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And Marvelous, do you think we'll be living like scavengers fighting for survival in the near future?
If you don't take the mark of the beast, yeah.
Yeah. I believe we're almost getting there, homie.
All right. 13 Lucky Charms dropped $9.99. Thoughts on giving back the name Chavez Ravine instead of Elysian Park?
Yeah, give it back. Let's take back all our original shit.
Palos Valencia, do you dropped $1.99? Do you guys believe? And you know what? That one came out bad. Yeah, well, we can't read that one.
Okay.
I can't.
Well, no, mostly because blurry.
All right, no worries. Go ahead.
Frank the Tank dropped $4.99. Tony, that was a great answer to the last caller. Thank you for that. Much respect to the way you connect yourself as a man.
You know what? Let me say this. It has taken years of studying and years of listening and learning to give an answer like that. It just didn't come overnight. So for those that accepted it, thank you. For those who rejected it, you know what? all I'm going to say is continue to do your study. That's all I'm going to say. Continue to do your studying. But, I mean, you know what? It's self-explanatory. If it doesn't produce, we'll leave it at that. Go ahead.
Swisher 909 Twister dropped $5. Can someone just bring back that old school yellow good and happy Thanksgiving and that skunka come get scantified with me gobble gobble ho?
What the heck?
Damn, that sounds like sipping on your gin and juice while walking through the hood. What was that name of that movie?
Don't be a menace.
Don't be a menace. And what?
While drinking juice.
That was a badass movie.
In the hood. That's what that sounds
I like that movie, bro.
Saka. Anyways, go ahead.
Frank the Tank dropped $1.99. How about them Cowboys?
How about the motherfucking Cowboys? Yeah.
Rosie Silva dropped $20. The education and knowledge that spits on this podcast is fire. Shout out to my hood sureño. Love and respect to you, Tony and Marvelous. God bless.
Appreciate you, bro.
God bless. That's all I'm going to say. God bless. Thank you.
Frank the Tank dropped another $1.99. Let's watch a Cowboys game together one day.
Let's do it. Okay. Who do we have now?
Badass Rider dropped $1.99. Cali Max homie. OG Ramirez 91 dropped $5 and said nothing.
Okay. Thank you.
Raymond Torres dropped $8. To Marvelous, I grew up in Chicago. Did he ever hear about the government dropping crates of guns and the hood? How he feels about that?
Yeah, I did. The CIA, and they done it in New York as well, bro.
Raymond Torres dropped $8. To Marvelous, I grew up in... oh, my bad. I already read that one. OG Ramirez, 91, dropped $5. What are the 3 qualities that a man should possess to be successful in life?
Repeat that again.
Marvelous. I'm sorry. O Ramirez, 91, dropped $5. What are the 3 qualities that a man should possess to be successful in life?
Okay. I'm going to answer that.
Yeah, answer that.
And there's more than just 3, and it could just be 1. Put God first. And who you marry will either make you or break you. If she doesn't make you better and you don't make her better, you guys don't belong together. But if she does and you make her better, then that's her. That's number 1. Put God first and your marriage. Number 2 is how you raise your children, educate your children. Love your children, protect your children, give your life for your children if that's what it takes. 1, 2, 3. God, wife, children. That's it. Marvelous, you want to add to that?
You said it perfect, bro. You should be a reflection of your partner. You know, they should what do you call it? I don't know what the word I'm looking for, bro. They should be a reflection of you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Go ahead.
Swisher 909 Twister dropped $5. Marvelous. If the earth is flat, are the other planets flat as well? Just curious, Holmes. And Box went upstate for smuggling Costco Polish dogs in county.
Shit. So that's what it is. So the planets aren't planet. They're pronounced planets, bro. There would be dimensions to the 9 lower realms. They're not planets like you, like us. We're the only so-called planet that's like ours. Like there's no other.
Dude. Don Perruco dropped $4.99. His last name is Mason, and his dad worked for the White House. Got called out for his satanic tattoos and why he started racial drama agenda. Viva la raza.
Okay.
SpongeBob 1977 dropped $10. Pomona in the house. Tony and Marvelous killing it tonight. 20-year Teamster from Ralph's. Keep it up, brother.
Appreciate you, homie.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, everybody that's a Teamster, Ralph's, whether you're in Compton, Paramount, or Riverside, much love to you guys. You know what's crazy, bro? That I was such a good worker at Ralph's. I was there 15 years. They got my picture on a fucking banner. So across the U.S., if you work for Ralph's warehouse, you see my face smiling.
All proud.
All proud. Hell yeah. So they got me up in Paramount. They got me up in Riverside. So many guys have took a picture of it. He's like, this you? I'm like, fuck yeah. You know why? Because I was providing for my family, bro.
That's right.
God blessed me with that job, bro.
That's right.
Okay.
What was your favorite job that you had?
Fuck. My favorite job, I was 19 years old. No, 18 years old, but I didn't take it serious. But it was my favorite job. Working at a VHS store. VHS. Yeah. So I learned the whole system. And I learned when they were buying their movies. And then I opened my own a block away.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So in the 80s, I was 19 years old and I opened up my own business.
Wow.
You know, so now let me speak life into some of these people that want to be entrepreneurs. Because I got talked out of mine because, Marvelous, I allowed myself to get talked out of my dreams. I'm going to tell you why. Okay. I was a teenager. And here's what I said. You got any more, Norbert?
Yeah, this is actually from Sunday's episode.
Go ahead.
It's Wawa 9302010 drop 199. Salute, great show. Have you listened to King Von?
No.
The rapper?
I guess.
Yeah. Or that's probably for you, bro. Some music.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
He had some raps.
Okay.
All right. Another one was Robert H. that dropped $5. Bring on the real talent. That's it.
Name the real talent. Okay, let's go. Anyways.
And that's it for Super Chats.
Thank you. Okay, so here's my thing. I was 19 years old and I was already thinking like entrepreneur. One thing that I thought about was one thing that would never go out of style. Women getting their hands and toes done. So I wanted to open up one. Yeah. Okay? And I'm sharing it with homies from the streets, from my neighborhood, okay? Then I thought, let me open up a women's shoe store. Women never stop buying shoes.
Right.
Okay. Then I thought, let me open up what do they call it? Like one of those where you sell flowers.
Yeah.
Okay. People like to buy plants, roses, etc.
Yeah.
Let me put it in my house.
Yeah.
I had those three dreams. Like I'm gonna open that shit up and I'm gonna be rich by the time I'm 35.
Yeah.
I shared those dreams with my friends. And I allowed my friends to talk me out of it. You know what they told me? Those are some gay tendencies. And being from the neighborhood, I thought to myself, for reals? Like, well, women's shoes will never go out of style.
Right.
Women will never stop getting their toes and their hands done.
Right.
People like plants. People like flowers. No, that's some gay shit, homie.
It's not. It's a good strategy move because you want to always sell to, first of all, kids, because parents are always trying to spoil their kids or buy something for them to please them. And then the second main source of income would be selling something to a woman, because man is always trying to satisfy the woman.
Yes.
And men are essentially, last.
So you know what I did? I listened to them. I did. So my whole message in sharing that is, if you have a vision, if you have a dream, don't listen to what people tell you.
Yeah, don't.
Because most people will tell you how it's not going to. They'll give you 10 excuses how it cannot work, but they cannot give you one how it can work, because they've never made anything work.
Right.
So I'll leave it at that.
Right.
Anyways, other than that, my bro, shout outs.
Shout outs to my kids. I love you guys. I hope you're safe wherever you're at. I wish I could talk about this incident that happened, but I can't. My prayers out to him and his family. I love you. I'm here for you. And just thanks for the audience, everybody that tuned in, everybody that shows their love, support, everybody that challenges me, but not only that, challenges themselves to learn more. I appreciate you. All my respect to you and your families. And people in the comment section that gossip, don't inherit somebody else's so-called beef or ways of thinking. Get to know me as a person or an individual before you place their judgment and go along with somebody, So yeah, all my respects to you guys, and thank you, bro, for letting me be a part of your show.
Thank you, my brother. First and foremost, I want to say this: if you're listening to a podcast and you're subscribed to a podcast that all they're doing is doing cheeseman and reaction videos, unsubscribe to those people. Unsubscribe to all of those people. Let's run them out of business, because they are not educating, they are not blessing, They are not encouraging our next generation, our children. Unsubscribe. Anybody that says, I got a reaction to this, fuck them. Don't support them. My reaction to this idiot because he cussed out his wife, don't support those motherfuckers. They are not educating you. They are not preparing you. They are not blessing you. So other than that, you know what? If you have a problem, then go ahead and contact me. But do not support these podcasts. Because one thing about these podcasts, they are not, once again, informing us, blessing us, encouraging us, motivating us, blessing us with wisdom and knowledge. Don't support these people. So other than that, let me go ahead and give a shout out to Norbert for helping me promote this. He was the guy that was actually reading all these super chats. And once again, to Alex Cervantes Enterprise, I want to give a shout out to my son, B-SKANLESS, for helping me promote this, and the Hip Hop Jedi. Other than that, let me give a shout out to Marvelous Inc. for once again, showing up and blessing our audience with wisdom and knowledge. And I'm going to go ahead and put up on the spot right now. We'll be back Friday on Freaky Tales. So once again, tune in Friday, Freaky Tales. Other than that, Norbert, you got one more thing? If not, we're out of here.
Yeah, Cutlass Supreme dropped $4.99. He said, Tony, will you ever get Big Boy from Strength Cartel on your show?
I would love to. If somebody could put me in contact with him, I bring him on. Because I believe he's an inspiration.
And that's it.
Anybody who inspires, anybody who speaks knowledge, anybody who speaks wisdom, anybody who speaks to our next generation to bloom and to flourish and to educate themselves and to better themselves, I'm all for. Unsubscribe to all these motherfuckers giving these reaction videos. Nobody gives a fuck about your reaction, bro. Who gives a fuck about you? You don't even know these people that you're talking about, okay? So if you have a problem with me, contact me or contact Marvelous and he'll give you my number. So we out of here. Much love, much respect to all you guys, much to all the fans. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you.